How it do, how it be, how it is. Everybody, welcome in and welcome back. We're getting back to Bayonet, and I am so excited. I have maybe overcooked, if I'm being honest. I have a lot of ideas, and we'll see what the party kind of dives into and kind of goes from there. And we'll see what we get kind of tucked away and put in motion. Audric, I think I can still hear you.
Still on starting soon, man.
You're good. No worries, buddy. It is totally okay. Goodness gracious. We're gonna do a time jump soon, and that's either gonna be at the end of this episode or maybe into the next one. We're feeling it out. We'll see how this goes. The party has many ideas and all sorts of fun things to get to. And I am SirFeffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table, and I'm frankly honored and blessed to be with these yahoos here today. And thank you everybody for tuning in. If you would like to get caught up on previous episodes, you can go to the YouTube. It's called Longshot. And you can head over to the Discord if you want to join our community. We have memes, we have dreams, and we have bingo. On the YouTube, you can catch up on the 3 weekly streamed campaigns that we have here on the Twitch. And I have a Patreon if you guys are interested in supporting me even more. And there'll be tiers of anything from off-stream seats at the table for one-shots, as well as think tanks, where I kind of help people figure out what they want to do with their games. And at the highest tier, I will straight up 1v1, one-on-one, teach you exactly how I DM and stuff like that. I'll even ghostwrite your campaign. I don't care.
Nah, he'll just fight you. It's
Yeah.
you won.
That's how I was taught video games, man.
For the top tier, we fisticuffs.
That's how my cousins taught me Smash Brothers. Just wailed on me. I think that's it for the immediate announcements for myself. Let's get to the cast. ValveMax, would you like to go first?
I guess I will. It's a long, arduous journey telling you my name.
That's a
It's
lot.
Andy.
Oh,
That's it. But you can find me other places as ValveMax010, such as TikTok and Blue Sky, and other third things. Mainly over on TikTok. I do little fun goofs and gaffs. Really enjoy doing that. But you can also find me on Mr. Dandy DM's channel as Brash Briggs, the first mate in Our Flag Means Doom, a pirate-themed campaign. It's a lot of fun. Love for you to go check out and meet everybody else there. And I'm shut up because I'm scared of Feffers and whatever he's got in his bag tonight.
I'm so glad you're here.
Metro booming.
I'm Puff. My Metro Mike on everything other than Twitch, which is Metro Michael. Right now we're playing Subnautica, and then stay tuned or go to the YouTube where we're playing Below Zero, which is still Subnautica. That's just single player instead of co-op. But yeah, if I do special effects makeup on TikTok and mainly do just weird nonsensical content. But yeah, on the track.
Hi, I'm Drak or Drakoniques. You can find me on all socials at Drakoniques. That's DRAKONIQUES. Just and a .itch.io if you want to find me on Blue Sky. I do TTRPG stuff. I write, I produce action plays. I perform in them, like this one. I'm working on several projects in the background. So if you follow me on socials, you'll hear about them soon. You can catch me on Mondays over on Althaven. That's ALTHAVEN _ on Twitch at 6 p.m. Pacific, which I believe is 9 p.m. Eastern. In a Star Trek campaign where I play Theon, the Deputy Chief of Security, on our little ship known as Pride, USS Pride, which is very, very cool, very, very fun. Where I play a Vulcan who is more, I wouldn't say in touch, but more accepting of their emotions. Which isn't always great when it comes to Vulcans. There's a reason why they suppress their emotions. But yeah, today I'm playing someone who, I don't know, I don't think they suppresses their emotions. I think they just have it is naturally kind of lower than usual. Azalea, who is a Shadow Kai elf warlock with some very cool relationships with the world we live in. We're in Oed. And their body parts, I guess, because they kind of pulled apart themselves in front of Puff. And Puff
Yeah,
was
you
like,
probably shouldn't do that.
yeah,
Doesn't seem healthy.
What Feffers?
All right. So the party has gotten their long rest. If you guys need to mark that off, now's the time to do it. You are in the Last Star, a tavern in Waynwards of the city of Rillis, within the city of Rillis. Couple things to note right out the gate. The closer you get to the center, the richer things get. You will find many highways in this multi-level mega city are traversable through a whole bunch of nonsensical means, but the primary way are these spiral ramps, kind of like spiral staircases, if you will, but much bigger, kind of like roads. There are multiple of them throughout the city, and are used as kind of the highway of the city itself. And Azalea, you would know that likely this festival that's starting today, you can already kind of hear the chipper music, will likely, the parade, if you will be in those spiral highways. You've got a couple things. You've all got a couple things to follow up on. You guys are looking to start a liquor business. You're looking to help Lady Kathleen set up her faction. There's a couple of other fun things we're going to get to tonight, and the festival is kind of in full swing. We've got a few hours before the parade, of course, but that we've got maybe half a day till the parade. It'll start in the, quote, early evening. But it's the, quote, crack of dawn. And everyone wakes up rested. Pierce the last of your headache abating with sleep. And you can feel the festive air in the city. And this city is run by two tyrants who were placed here against their will by the sovereign, by that ghost specter that runs this demiplane. And so, of course, there's still kind of that head-down mentality. The various city guards belonging to various noble houses who are all very tied to the tyrants. You can see the different types of city guard with the different colors of the various houses. It seems that the family that's throwing this festival is of House Krite. And you can see their adornments are kind of astral in nature and purple and suede and velvet. Audric, would you post the picture of oh goodness, where did I wrote it down and everything. I was ready. Lady Vivian Krite and her retinue. Thank you, young Dr. Gay. I appreciate it. I am on muscle relaxants and painkillers. But lucid, which is nice. And not in pain for the first time since Christmas Day. So, woo!
Let's go.
I love that for you.
Got x-rays. Everything's fine. They were able to determine that all the bones are boning correctly.
Good.
You can still see other guards that were usually in this region, and they have kind of gray and black adornment, and that belongs to House Carta, and Lord Oracarta. This is kind of his region that this tavern resides in. People moving about. You can smell fresh bread. You can feel the music in the air. That people are. They're hoping. That's the trick. It's not. They're not feeling lucky. They're feeling hopeful that there's no catch to this festival. And they still don't know what the festival's about. Likely that will become clear in the parade. For now, roasted nuts, puff pastries.
Better not be pastries of me.
You right? Sweet rolls, then.
Okay.
That's my likeness. They have not paid for the copyright.
Identity theft is a crime.
You wouldn't download a bunny.
Yeah.
Speaking of crime, Azalea, there are 2 crime lords, crime bosses that you might want to write down. The Denier family, or the Denier gang, I guess, and the Alliance.
Alliance?
Yep, Alliance works in illegal magic, and Denier is in charge of the Scoury, which is the name of the black market here.
Okay.
Listen, man, I've been cooking.
You got history.
And city, the Scout, which is the black market. Okay, cool. Interesting.
Party wakes up in their various bunks. Go ahead.
I would have woken up pretty early. I only need 4 hours of sleep, and it's more of a trance than anything else. So I think I'm not even waking anyone up. I'm out on the streets, kind of keeping an eye out, watching, listening for any information I can on this parade. But you see Azalea, or you don't see Azalea, but you see this figure hood up, arms within their cloak. They have this maroon red. So you've only seen them wear it as like a almost cloak / cape, but you see them pull up the hood today as they go out into the crowd to listen in on any conversations that might be useful or pertain to whatever this festival is.
Okay. A lot of swarthy purple. A lot of ribbons and tapestries are being put out. And as you're moving about the city, kind of moving here and there, you do stumble across a crier who is getting ready to start his day. And he's got a bushel of these pamphlets. We do have the press. We do have the ability to mass produce like a newspaper, but such a thing as the news, a free press, is not something that would be allowed here. And so there's no like the news company, you know what I mean? There's instead there's here's the pamphlets I was handed by the government to hand out. You do see him kind of getting his bundle ready, and he's got his cap low, and it's a little cold out this morning, and so he's a little cold, and you can see he's got some kind of a hot drink with him. But if you're looking for information, this might be a useful individual, at least for what people want you to be thinking about.
Yeah. I'll there's a slight grumble comes from Azalea as they directions, okay. And then put on their best smile and walk up to this town crier.
Oi, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Seems like we're all doing great. House Krite is holding this festival, right?
Yeah. I'm not supposed to start spreading these out until about an hour before the parade. And he kind of gives you a side look.
Why an hour? Why not now? People are kind of milling about now. Seems like
It's a great question. It's a great question. Make an insight check.
Oh, okay. Where is my insight? There you go. 15.
15. The only reason someone approaches a crier is if they want free news. And he's looking at you. The free isn't really on the table, but...
Again, the moment that happens, the polite smile disappears and just goes, okay, we're not doing any pretenses here. And they'll reach into their pocket and pull out, see how much I have. They'll pull out 2 gold.
2 gold. All right. He brightens up, and he quickly like kind of goes from looking at you sideways to facing you directly, kind of making a look around, and kind of sidesteps into one of the shops. It's a hat shop. And,
I'll kind of hold the coins between my fingers, and before you can grab it, I'll like clasp them again and go, "You better give me 2 gold worth of information."
He squats down and you watch as he very carefully undoes the knot on the twine around these pamphlets. Keep a lookout for me. Oh yeah, 19. Thank God for advantage.
I rolled a perception just in case because they said keep a lookout for me, and I got a nat 20.
Nat 20, let's
Let's
go.
go.
Nice. A very older gentleman is kind of looking up and looks back down, and you can see a bit of a resemblance between him and the crier boy.
I'll just make direct eye contact with them to know like I acknowledged that their presence and I saw that they saw.
Yeah,
And then look
none of
back
his
to
business.
the-
You're not looking at you.
I'll look back to the crier.
Got it. Okay. And he pulls out one of the pieces of paper and hands it to you.
Thank you.
And then he haphazardly ties the thing back up together.
Before I give them the coin, I will read through it. What do I see? on
Okay.
this?
It belies the prowess and power of the sovereign, and how when a foreign army invaded, the sovereign, at no cost to his people, their people, slaughtered them all benevolently, keeping everyone safe from the invading army. It goes on, though, to speak ill of these miscreants who invaded, these interlopers, bandits, pirates, brigadiers. Every word is used to cast a negative outlook on anyone who isn't from the city of Rillis or one of the other cities throughout Woen Oed. Signed by the two at the bottom. It has the signature of Tyrant Lord Werst and the stamp imprint of Tyrant Lord Uzok.
Does it have like a itinerary of what like the things that are happening today? Like obviously we have the parade, but is there anything else that is planned for today?
Halfway through the parade, there will be a speech.
Okay. Do we know from who?
No. Also, there is being liquor being rolled out imported from out of city and being
I assume it's
just.
not liquor because we've only just invented liquor.
It's the shitty dandelion wine,
the dandelion one. Okay, cool.
and it is being.
People don't know
it
about
is-
real liquor.
A lot of
Yeah.
it is being brought in. Yes, I apologize. And given to the various taverns, and a couple of other places are being set up, and it's just kind of being given out. Yeah.
I will kind of like look over this pamphlet, and you kind of see them. They're rolling the 2 gold coins across their knuckles. They'll flick one over to them, and then turn to walk away, and flick the other over their shoulder.
You turn to walk away,
Oh.
and before you can flick it, he goes, "Oh, hang on, He really wants that second gold coin. He's gonna stand.
Hold on to it. Turn. Yes.
I was picking these up, and I overheard something. House Krite has apparently misplaced some creatures. Whether it was stolen from them, which, I mean, they would prefer to be the narrative, or they lost them in some way, shape, or form, which makes them look bad, right?
Yes. Any idea what creatures these are?
Phase spiders. Big
They make sure
ones.
to let their face betray anything as they hear that.
Okay. He's watching you for like a look of like, whoa, which you're not really giving him because you're chill like that. And he kind of, come on, that's worth another gold, right?
Lucky I'm into charity. And I'll flick the second coin over to them.
Gives a point at you before picking up his bag and kind of, pleasure doing business with you, and steps out. He yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He,
I think
before I'm so
Azalea
sorry.
just steps out. Oh no, you're so good. Azalea just steps out, and thinks about this, walks and thinks.
As you start to walk, you hear the old man, the Hattery. I don't know, the sane Hatter. He kind of goes, "Hello. If you're looking for more information, you might find Kipper. He's a Weerwalker." A Weerwalker is someone who goes from gas lamp to gas lamp, and instead of stopping the gas or doing the lights, they augment the little Weer lights within. And so he has command over those Weer lights, and that's what he does. Is he's known as a Weerwalker.
Keeper.
Kipper, yeah.
Know where I can find them?
You'll eventually find him. He walks a lot, so he usually in the evening, in the early evening or late evening, he does his rounds, checking over the Weer lights.
Okay. Thank you. Not enough for gold, but useful.
He laughs in his fine vest.
I'll keep close to the lamps, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll leave.
All right. You begin heading back to the Lone Star. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. You can
Yeah,
do
I
something
think
else
I will.
if you would like.
I think I truly think at this point he's on held breath business, and as far as he's concerned, obviously above game we know that's not the case, but within game he's like, those are people I saved and that are living their life. I don't need to get
You
them
don't need to
involved
immediately
in this
check
again.
in on them. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Let's
So
go
yeah, I
over
think
to
I'm just
them,
gonna
though.
keep walking. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go over to them narratively. Pierce, your headache is blissfully not there. The cessation and of pain is always hits harder than you think it will. The simple pleasure of just not being in pain, it's bliss. Speaking from experience. I'm in a great mood.
Valid. No, you should be.
I should
And
be.
I think Pierce would be a little bit too. So I think he'd just kind of like wake up in his cot or bunk or whatever, and look over at the distillation set, kind of just suck his teeth, kind of like mad at himself that he couldn't quite crack it. But he's like, all right, I just need a break. I need some food. I need to think this over. And we can get some money. Like he stops trying to fool himself at that point. Like, it's not about making like a good vodka. It's about making cash for him so he can survive here.
Yeah. It's based.
I think he'd go and check on Atticus.
Okay. You head over to go check on Atticus, and Atticus is doing the sleep with his eyes open Gandalf thing, where he's just
I like wave my hands in front of his eyes, see if there's any reaction. I'll just tap him on the shoulder like a couple times. Hey buddy, hey, calm down.
Oh,
You're okay.
good morning.
Morning.
How are you? This is a good day.
He's Sleep okay. You seem like you slept okay.
Yes. He holds up one of the shittier bottles of vodka, and it's like half drank, and he goes, "Yeah, I was out. I needed it."
Buddy, you realize that's essentially gasoline.
I don't get hangovers.
Yeah. Insight check.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Okay. He doesn't. He believes what he's saying, and he says it with a confidence that is unquestioned. And it's the self-satisfaction that sells it. You know what I mean? Like, he's so proud of the fact that he doesn't get hangovers.
There's a deep seed of envy that takes root in Pierce's heart.
Now I'm gonna make an insight check. 10. He does not notice the envy.
Not enough to like actually form a beef with him, but just like,
Sure.
man. I think now that we're inside Rillis and now that we don't really have to worry about getting murdered. Well, as
Not
much.
by monsters. We don't have to worry about getting eaten.
Yeah. How about you tell me a little bit more about yourself? And I think it'd actually be a good chance to clear some air with everybody.
Sure.
I think we should go find Puff,
Okay.
maybe Lady Kathleen, Cameron.
Yeah. Get some breakfast.
Get some info is what I'd also like, because
I want
I'm gonna go.
coffee. he's gonna get dressed. You hear him just kind of humming to himself.
he wants coffee.
Oh, and hey, I know I've kind of been talking about this a lot, and I apologize. And he gets like kind of close, and he's still, tiny little dude. He goes, I would really appreciate if we could go investigate this gravitational anomaly that they're calling the interim, and get our hands on some loading stones.
Some loading stones.
They're like rocks, and certain types of metal are like attracted to it.
Like a magnet.
Never heard of that, but yeah, like a magnet.
Does Pierce know what a magnet is?
Oh, thank you for the follow-up, Vampire Ivy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would say that it clicks for you now after all this time what he's been saying for, because this was kind of intentional on my part to have this reveal. You realize he's been talking about magnets. You know about magnets. You've never heard of loading stones. You think he's just been kind of talking about stuff,
Okay.
But the whole time he's been talking about magnets.
Oh. Well, yeah, sure. I'm sure we could find some time to get up to the upper city or not upper city, but I don't know how this place works. This is very strange. Nothing here makes sense at all.
Isn't it wonderful? Think of the discoveries. Woo!
Pierce may not be in pain, but he is still very much like exhausted by the spirit of other people.
Everyone's real chipper right now.
Yeah. You're a colorful bunch.
You know a word I don't like? Nuance.
I think he'd let Atticus follow or take the lead here. He'd follow him down to wherever there's food.
Sure, Puff. Tell us of
Puff's
how you
just-
eventually get to this meeting.
Puff wakes up. He's upside down.
Oh.
He's rolled off the bed, so he's just like on his back with like his feet in his face.
His ears just
Just
kind of
like-
flopped on the floor.
Yeah. Right. Fuck. Okay.
It's disorienting because there's no like morning night cycle.
But it's also the fact that it's the first time he's gotten to sleep since
Oh,
the
wow.
teleportation.
Yeah.
So
And you're still
just like
here.
just slaps his big old cheeks. He's like, "Ma, I'm gonna go get food."
Okay.
And just waddles down, like waddles down, just like rubbing his eyes with his ears. He's just like, nah. Just exhausted.
Cute.
Okay.
He's too cute.
After a little while, also thank you so much for the gifted subs, guys. That's huge. Seriously, thank you, Bill, and
Y'all real
Valerie.
ones.
Y'all the best. Y'all paying my rent. Yeah, everyone eventually kind of congregates at one of the bigger tables, and with the potential prospects, our boy Lucas is being very accommodating, and it's a bit packed. There's a bit of a crowd here, and as you guys start to wake up, over bread and butter, and let's say eggs. Let's get some eggs going. We get a solid kind of crowd city ambiance, and it feels strange to the two of you because it's echoing from above as well and below.
Lucas, I need coffee and that honey thing that you had,
Oh, I'm all over it.
and then milk if you have milk.
Yeah, I think we can get some milk going.
Once
Bit
he
of a
brings all
commodity.
that over, I'm literally going to make the sweetest coffee imaginable. It's just like just a ton of cream, and then takes like the honey is just like whole jar and just like
It's Buddy the Elf, but with coffee.
this is good.
Lady Kathleen, for the first time, looks like she just woke up. And there's just a lot of
You want
Yes.
some coffee?
coffee would be wonderful. You don't see Cameron, and after noting it, I sent him out for a few things. He's gonna go scout around the outer parts of the city.
Be safe. My potatoes. Immediately run downstairs to go look at the potatoes.
Okay. You
Be
begin.
safe.
Tell me about the conditions you've set up.
It'd be lantern boxes with overhead little orbs, the radiant orbs that they use for the lights.
That's right,
And it would
yep.
just and then occasional what I would assume, think like Zen Garden, how it goes ba-ding. like the
Oh,
water like fills up and then it'll drop. So every so often he's got set up to where it irrigates the actual little planter box.
I like it.
And any excess water would just go back in. So that
Lucas-
way it's not waterlogged.
Lucas has followed you down, and he goes, "We're gonna need to get a Weerwalker."
Oh, where? What?
A Weerwalker. It's they're the ones that take care of these Weer lights that you like. That's gonna be helping us out. We'll need to pay one of them to come in and make sure that they stay popping. Thank you, Citizen.
Right. Cheers.
I hear that. I'm like, and I just chug the rest of my black coffee because Pierce is no fun. and he gets up and he starts walking. He's like, "What?"
You said we need a weird walker.
Weerwalker.
What did I say?
Weird Walker with a D.
Okay.
Anyway, we need one of those.
What do we need one?
Points at the Weer lights and explains they need to be replenished by a Weerwalker, or else they will eventually go out and disappear.
Okay. Do you know any good ones? And I'll just start taking notes.
I can't say that I do. I've never had to bother with one before.
And who does the lights in here?
So what y'all essentially did was you went outside,
Oh,
got a Weer light, and just kind of shepherded it down here. They're like little balls of light that are not sentient, but they will pulse different colors in response to different frequencies and stuff like that. They're almost plant-like. And he goes, well, I just kind of step out every morning and grab a few of the ones outside.
Well, couldn't we just do that?
Not if we're going to be legitimate about this and make it a business. If we're going to smuggle
You
it,
do
yeah,
that for
we can
your
do
business.
that. Agriculture is something that is closely looked at here. This is just a tavern.
It's not agriculture. It's a small, self-contained greenhouse at best.
And the food that I have to order is strictly observed and looked at and monitored. We can go about this shady-like. Or we can go about this legit. So I was just letting you know, we'll need a Weerwalker.
Can we get food, Pierce? Let's just go get food.
This place, city is so weird. And
It's
Frustrated
too
by the
early for
new-
this.
Frustrated by
we'll
the...
look into getting a Weerwalker. Whatever.
Frustrated by the new development, the new speed bump, the party returns to the table and continues to get ready for the day. Pierce, as you're walking, there's like a sudden taste in your mouth. It's like if pine and lavender had some kind of bright flavor mixed together, and you can't quite get rid of it. And
Can I lick my finger and see if there's like residue on it?
no residue.
It's just a taste.
Yeah.
Can I like look around and see what's causing it? Like if it's like something in the air?
Make a perception check.
Oh yay, I'm great at these.
Yeah.
Drakoniques, did I give you the name yet for the glass eye correspondent?
No, I've only got Trickshaw and Addison, but no one else.
Yeah, okay.
Trickshaw and Addison were the wizards we found, but
Yeah.
nothing else.
15.
There's a faint pinkish spore presence. It's really small. It's hard to notice. But you notice it in kind of like the light rays of the dust, you know what I mean? Hello and welcome. And looking outside, you can see a huge cart of these big pinkish purple mushrooms. Cartfuls of them, and this guy has just stopped his cart and he's seeming to deliver them to somebody across the street.
I gotta go and check those out.
Okay. You head on out there. Puff, what you doing?
I'm just gonna follow
Okay.
while holding an entire roll of a batched bowl of bread. Just like grab it off the counter and just walk with Pierce. Just
Okay. You step out into the busy street. No, I'm telling you, this is where I was supposed to deliver them. No, it says here, and he points at the address, and the dwarf kind of posted up at standing on the two front steps of his abode, goes, "This is the wrong floor. This is the wrong floor. Look." Then he points out the error, and the guy goes, "Now I've got to go up a floor. It's not my problem." And he turns and closes the dwarf closes the door behind him, and the dude just looks at the cart.
Hey there, pal.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to frighten you.
Hey. Hello.
Sorry, hello.
And then looks down. Oh, go ahead.
I just didn't know if you're lost or something.
I'm displaced at the worst, but I need to head up a floor and deliver these for the festival.
Oh, right. I heard about that. Did you realize what was kind of going on with that? Like what we're supposed to be doing?
Enjoying the festival, I guess.
Well, yeah, I know, but why?
Oh,
Did they tell us
something
why?
about an army that is no longer around.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
something about that through the
Yeah.
through the rumors, the rumor mill, if you will.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to hold you up. Are you heading that way? And I'll point out like a direction and wait for him to turn, and then I'll try and like snatch a piece of the mushroom off.
Okay. He turns, rolls sleight of hand, and he goes, "No, the highway is over there," and gestures back, and you.
Dirty 20.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Puff, you are shooketh by how smooth that was.
Puff's just like the weird thing to choose to eat, but okay.
I immediately pocket it.
You aren't able to get a whole mushroom, but you like break off like a.
Oh yeah, I just
Fistful.
want a piece.
Yeah.
For study.
Yeah. Something that, the break off wouldn't be immediately in sight. He goes, "You're a fool and motley. I swear to God."
Well, hey, no need to get mean. Just
You know what? You're right. It's a festival. Have a good day. He starts wheeling
you
himself
too.
away.
That's kind of an ass.
yeah, that's why I took this.
You're not gonna eat that, are you?
No,
Oh, okay.
it looked weird, and I couldn't get the taste out of my mouth. And I get interested by stuff like this. I look into it and see what I can glean.
Fungus are a plague on crops. I don't mess with fungus.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna get it near the potatoes.
Make sure you don't, or I'll get angry.
I'm not. Do you calm down, please?
Yeah,
It's not even the.
what?
It's not even the first fungus sample I've gotten since I've been here.
No, just keep it away from the potatoes.
The other fungus tried to kill me.
Why do you sound so upset?
I don't
Why are
understand
you
plants.
projecting
and I'm in an
your
entirely
upsetness
different
on
world.
me? He's and Puff just like puts like a little piece of bread in his mouth. Stop it.
I think Pierce just like stands still, like lets his arms drop, defeated. He just walks back inside.
Like just looking around, eating his bread. Just okay. And he just goes back into the tavern. Sits next to Lady Kathleen. He's just like, "You want some bread?"
Yeah. All right, Azalea.
Yes.
What do you want to approach first? You've got finding a place for Lady Kathleen. You've got the glass eye to follow up on.
Yeah.
You know that the nobility are putting on this festival. You got a new sword.
I think I'm going in the order of like immediacy.
Okay.
The stuff with Lady Kathleen's gonna take several days anyway, so an extra day is not gonna do anything.
Okay.
So that's gonna take at least for today the back burner. The sword, if all goes well, I won't need it today. So taking time to like learn or practice that isn't very useful at the moment. So I think right now I'm trying to get more information on this festival, which is like literally right now this is the most immediate thing. I'm trying to find this kipper who I've been told about who might have more information.
Alrighty. Let's roll. It's home turf for you. This is your city, so let's roll a investigation at advantage. I will accept a perception.
I would love a perception.
Okay, roll perception at advantage. It's gonna take you some time.
Oh yeah, advantage is great. 22.
22. You hear the whistling, and you turn, hopeful. It's been about 2 hours, and you see Kipper. Audra, you can post a picture of Kipper. He, instead of the gas lights you'll see in the picture, he seems to have a control over these Weer lights, these glowing, almost wisp-like creatures, but they're not creatures. They're more like plants. And you see as he whistles and kind of with a bit of a spark under his fingers, resonates in some way, shape, or form in an arcane way, and you see the glow return to the Weir light.
I will allow Kipper to walk past as they are controlling and reigniting these Weir lights. Kind of join their walk, match their pace, just walk beside them, step by step. And as we're walking, I won't look at Kipper. I know Kipper is probably concentrating, very focused, but they will just say, "These lights are doing wonders for the festival today."
Well, thank you very much. Quite proud of these. As he turns, you catch just a glimpse. As he turns to regard them, you catch just a glimpse of a tattoo under his chin, kind of hidden by his beard. You got a nat 20 on that perception check, or a dirty 20. And I will say you recognize it as a Denier gang tattoo.
Okay. Have I had any run-ins with the Denier gang? Or rather, not
No.
me. Has
They
Held Breath had run-ins?
the Held Breath has not been able to make any allies within the Denier gang because they staunchly oppose anyone else who does any kind of smuggling or moving things around and stuff like that. And the Held Breath very much is dungeon delvers, and they'll bring back important things that they think will help them overthrow the sovereign. But Denier's in it for the profit.
Okay. As walking beside them, I'll just say, I'll be frank, I do need some information. I've been pointed in your direction.
You see the pause. His whistle changes in tune. And what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is a 14.
14. You realize behind him, almost like a mantle, almost like a cape, is a bunch of these Weir lights that are kind of bobbing along behind him, and they're so dull that they almost give off no light. And as he changes his tune, they get a little brighter and kind of get a little closer around him. And he goes, I'm not sure who's been giving you such wild information, he says with obvious sarcasm. I'm afraid I couldn't possibly be of any use to you or know anything too strange and unorthodox. Simple Weerwalker, of course.
Out loud, Azalea says, "Of course not. I'm just going to ask if you know anywhere I can get some good bread." But telepathically, I want to make a telepathic connection with them. Telepathically say, I know people don't notice Weerwalkers. I know you've heard things on your walks around. I'll make it worth your while.
Roll persuasion.
It's a 16.
16. He looks you up and down. What kind of information can I help you with this fine day? He says in your mind. As he continues to whistle and the two of you continue to kind of walk along as he continues working.
And I think out loud, they'll continue this conversation of very mundane conversation about where the best places are to get bread. Or there's just very boring conversation out loud, but telepathically, they'll say, what would a blood pearl get me?
Well, I'd be mighty keen to get my hands on a blood pearl. I think my betters would be pretty proud of me. I think it's safe to say I would be at your disposal for a bit. What do you need? Blood Pearl goes a long, long way.
Everything on this festival, he organized it. Why? He'll be speaking. And if you have anything on the Tyrant Lords.
Well, don't have too much on the Tyrant Lords. This festival is, as far as we can tell, on the up and up. There is a lot of money being put around right now. A lot of money being put around. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a distraction, or if the Spectre's trying to get some goodwill, which would be a new tactic. I don't see that actually working. My thoughts are that this was not the Sovereign's idea. My guess is this is Tyrant Lord West's idea, or maybe Lady Vivian Krat. Lady Vivian Krat has recently come into power and amongst her family, and she's been making some ripples.
Good ripples?
Any ripples is something we can make a profit off of, but she seems to be agitating other house families, other noble families. Let's see that blood pearl.
I will reach into my satchel and just allow the weir lights to glint off of it. I won't pull it out, but just enough to see it within
He
my
catches a
satchel.
glimpse, nods, continues walking. What else would you like to know? You seem to be of means. Are you trying to move some product?
I know better to tell you whether or not I'll be moving some product.
That's a smart boy. That's a smart fella. We don't appreciate rogue smugglers in this city, but we are more than happy to bring him into the fold. You seem capable.
Who do I need to contact to make that happen?
You contact through me. That way I can make the profit. Bringing in a hot shot like you makes me look pretty good.
In that case, as a show of goodwill, and I want to tell them the location that the army appeared in, the next few days more might show up with goods and supplies. If they do, can you get me connected with someone a bit more higher up? No offense. In the dinner gang.
None taken. I keep my scope. I keep my plate small. It's the best way to go about these things. If it turns true, then I think we might be able to do some business. How about that blood pearl then?
They'll palm the blood pearl and as subtly and subtly as they can put it in their hand.
Might have fine blood pearl. Haven't seen one of these in ages. Where'd you find it?
Down in the ruins below.
Weird things going on in those ruins. Strange bustlings.
I don't know if you've heard, but it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it House Krite that's lost the face spiders? Or is
Yes.
it Carter? Okay. I've heard whispers that House Krite has lost some face spiders. And you didn't hear from me, but I was just down there and saw those face spiders get torn apart by the rabbit.
That is something.
Just figured, I know you mostly smuggle goods, but I thought maybe some information might be useful as well, as a show of good faith.
I don't think that was us. We wouldn't have lost them. We wouldn't have stolen them just for them to be useless and get destroyed in the ruins below.
I never implied that someone could have stolen it. Are there whispers that someone has?
I knew about the phase spiders going missing, and I thought maybe it was one of us, but we wouldn't have slipped up and lost them.
Does it seem like a lance thing? Have the houses shown any interest in these creatures, other than obviously House Krite?
I wouldn't know. And he gets a little nervous around the mention of Alliance. Kind of looks around. Don't mess with the Alliance. The bad folk. They deal
I don't
in
plan on messing with anyone.
dark magics. And there's a reason. I mean, I'm no fan of the ghost of the specter, but there's a reason that the tyrants make certain magics legal. Some make sense. Just don't want
I'll
us
make
to-
sure not to ruffle any feathers.
You
Thank
seem to
you.
have a good head on your shoulders. Let's talk again sometime. He starts whistling away.
And I think out loud, obviously this whole thing has been telepathically, but out loud, I'll just say, thank you for the bread recommendations.
Of course. Best rye in the West. I don't know.
Thanks to the bar, Puff. My ears are burning.
Yeah, he's like, oh, wow.
Somebody's talking about bread. Somebody's talking
Understood.
about
Please,
bread.
Gives you the bread back. Go ahead.
I'll start heading. Okay, that's information I can get from the festival. I think I'll start heading back to Last Star.
Okay.
The next thing I need to say is tell everyone to keep on the download and not from here.
Yeah, that's true. You've gotten quite the download. Pierce and Puff, you two have just had your banter, and you continue eating and getting ready for the day. You're just finishing up your meal when Azalea dips in through the doorway, looks around and spots you.
Oh, Pierce, before I forget, and then Puff reaches into his bag and just proceeds to not even pulling out of his bag. He just takes his bag and then with his big old foot just pushes it towards Pierce, and then he's just and then points, and inside the bag is the brewer supplies.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, no, that'll make it way easier.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't realize I got a lot of stuff in my bag.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is. Damn it! I'm mad that I. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need
Oh, hey
anything
there,
else? Let me know.
stranger.
Oh, hey.
I'll just drag the chair out and take a seat with all of you.
You want some bread?
You aren't sure? I'll grab some bread and bite into
With
it.
the maple spread. Ah, so good. Maple spread,
might
maple
have a
whipped maple
better-
butter.
You might have a better idea of what this is than me. And I'll hold up the piece of mushroom.
Ooh. Azalea, make a history check. Or a nature check.
Oh, yeah, nature's actually better. This is the first character who has pretty good nature. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're of Woe and Oed.
Yeah, it makes sense. 19.
Jeez.
All right. These are... these are dangerous.
Oh.
These are very dangerous. They not only should not be consumed, but they are a specifically strange kind of flammable. It's not that they blow up or anything like that. It's that if you were to hold one of the mushrooms up and with a blowtorch light it, the flame after the mushroom is purple and has some very troubling effects.
Oh.
This is not good. I can only think of a few situations where this would be remotely useful in a crowded city, and none of them are good.
These are known as piddle pops.
Piddle pops. Write that down. I immediately pull out my notebook
Azalea
again.
refuses to call them pillow pops and calls them poppers instead.
Poppers.
The other scientific
Technical
name.
term is pillow pops, but
That's
with
way
what they
better.
do, the name is not as intimidating as it really should be.
Okay.
I told you to
say
keep
more
them
right
away
now,
from my
and
potatoes.
I'm not gonna start this with you again. Just tell me the gist of what they are, what they can do. I'll see if I can bang it into something useful.
Sure. They're usually, from what I've seen or heard, pretty integral parts of very magical explosives. If you wanted to make those, should not be eaten.
The smile, Valve smiled just then. He just went.
Like I said, that's the only real reason why I can think of anyone having these. Where did he get them?
Oh, there was a big ass cart of them that was just getting
A cart?
brought by. Yeah,
A
it was some
cart
dude-
full of these things. Where?
Yeah, it was out front. It was across the street when we were checking the potatoes. Some dude was like, "Hey, dumbass, I'm supposed to deliver to this store," and the other one was like, "Hey, dumbass, you're one floor lower than you're supposed to be." And I didn't know what they were. I had this really weird scent.
You still have that taste you can't get rid of.
I can't really get rid of it.
Like, you can taste the black
It's in the
coffee.
air, right? It's like,
Do I know if there's anything wrong with the spores themselves? If they're dangerous to have? Like, if you're tasting it, is
Not
that a
that
sign
you know
of
of.
something bad?
No, you
Okay.
you don't think that's good. That should be problematic.
Okay.
So this is a weird effect.
this- I'll lower my voice and I'll get. Look, this place is full of a bunch of shit that I barely understand, and I'm just trying to get some reins on it. I'll be careful with it. I swear.
No, I'm not worried about you. I've seen what you can do with your. I've seen what you can do. I'm worried about the carts full of this in the city during a festival.
Well, then we're heading straight up, like to the next floor.
I stand up. Can you just point me in the direction?
Give me 5 minutes, and I'll wrap this up very carefully, and I'll take the brewer's supplies, take it up to the room.
I'll
and-
stay here and do some experiments.
Be very careful with this one.
Mm.
Goes
Well,
boom,
yeah,
boom.
Kind of.
While he's doing that, I'm just like, do you know where a weirdo is?
Weird.
Say, yeah, guy with the weirdo. He's got lights, magic
A
lights.
Weerwalker. A Weerwalker.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Yes. Yes, there's usually several in the city. Why?
We need one for the greenhouse.
What's a greenhouse?
Options immediately. To grow potatoes.
Oh, you need because the weirs. Okay. Well, I've recently made friends with one. I suppose I can get you connected with them as well.
I'm good after we can go wherever we need to for stop explosions, I guess.
You were getting worried too. See, and we found one. It's not
You,
even like-
that thing could have exploded the moment you broke it apart and you're just out here grabbing stuff.
but it didn't.
You
There's
didn't know
a-
that.
There's a
Okay,
sudden.
first of all, these roads aren't exactly smooth. It's been bumping all over cobblestones. I made an executive decision. Everything turned out fine. Relax, okay?
Lucas
Again,
appears.
I am relaxed. Oh, hi.
Lucas appears and goes, I don't want to alarm anyone, but your wizard friends are dead upstairs.
What?
I figured I'd come tell you before I went and got the coroner or the guards.
Azalea does like pinches the bridge of their nose and just goes, God damn it! And rather, woman, damn it! And go up the stairs.
I'm on my way as well.
Oh, follows confused. We had wizards? I don't remember any wizards.
There's a few.
Oh,
there's
news
a
to
few
me.
people kind of like looking in the door as Lucas goes. All right, no, come on, fuck off. There's nothing to see here. We're gonna handle it with the authorities in just a minute. Go away. And then he closes the door. You know, just ushers people into their various rooms and goes, all right, come on. One of the maids is by the door, just in awe, well, in terror, horror of the sight of these two wizards who have been opened up. The whole front part is like the ribs are out here and the flesh is pinned to the walls. They hang lifeless and suspended to the ceiling, both of them.
Gross.
I should.
Azalea walks in and looks down to the blood dripping on the floor and then looks up to see them pinned to the ceiling.
Looks like they were, if their heads were hanging upside down, right? Because they were vertical, they were facing each other as they died.
What the fuck?
How did we not wake up from this?
I just found them like this. I came in to tidy up.
You got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, okay, all right. We'll handle this. You get out of here. Go. You don't need
She
to see
looks to Lucas, and Lucas is like, "I'll take care of it. It's okay. Why don't you take the night off? But like, don't tell anyone about this." Yeah, okay. She goes to walk away, catches the third pupil in Pierce's eye, or the second pupil in one of Pierce's eyes, and like, and quickly skirts away.
Pierce puts his goggles on.
Do you know of anything that could do this, Azalea?
That's what I was going to ask. Does this look like a thing I've seen before? Is this like a classic calling card of someone or something?
Not to your knowledge. This does
Nothing
look
that
like
comes to
something insanely powerful. Make a investigation check, all three of you.
Did not do great. I got a 7.
7,
I got a 3.
3.
Dirty 20.
Whoa, let's go!
Unless, actually, hang on. Unless it has to do anything with information about Fey fiends or undead.
Fuck. This ability fucks me once again. There is a fiendish nature in the air.
Oh, I get advantage then.
Oh.
Wow, one better. Okay, so 21.
21. It's as if someone with vast telekinetic powers took a hold of them and slowly murdered them, blossoming them, if you will, with their mind. And you smell that bit of sulfur. It lets you know the hells were involved in some way. You do know that one of the tyrants is rumored to be a greater devil. But that's the only hellish thing you've heard of so far. Well, during this campaign. Fiendish, if you will.
Well, this is clearly the work. Well, I don't want to say clearly. Sorry, I'm rambling. It looks like somebody did this with their minds, and there's a few key factors, the smell being one of them. I think a fiend did this. But I don't even know what the hell fiends are like here. So
What's a fiend?
You gave me shit for not knowing what a greenhouse is, but you don't know what a fiend is.
I'm a farm. Why would I know what that is? Why do you know what that is?
Oh, get some good rest, Ollie.
there's
What are
so
your guys' lives
much
like?
that goes into answering that question that I'm not going to do it now.
Okay.
What do we do with this?
They said that they were part of the... I think looking up at their bodies, I would switch to telepathic and relay this to between everyone telepathically, including Lucas. Because
Okay.
Lucas is here, and this happened in their abode.
Yeah, and he's shown good faith by
business.
bringing it to you guys.
Yeah, so I keep them updated as well. I just go. They mentioned being part of the Glass Eye, some secret organization. I'm not entirely sure, but they are essentially dedicated to overthrowing the tyrants. That's the point of the Glass Eye. Like I said, I'd never heard them before until I met these two. So either it's because they're very new or very good at what they're doing, but from the looks of things, maybe the former.
Yeah. Here's the scary bit that I really don't want to have to say, but I'm gonna. We all showed up here together. Does that make us targets too?
But they couldn't have just killed. Why did they only kill them then? Like, wouldn't they have killed all of us if they knew about us?
I don't know. Could I like gauge how long ago this happened?
Make a medicine check.
I'm not great at that.
I'm super concerned that we didn't hear this.
Yeah.
18.
18.
That's-
Pretty soon after they retired for the night,
Wow.
like within the hour.
So yeah, we didn't even sleep through this because we were working late and this happened.
Yeah, were we in your room doing this when
That
this
was
happened?
right down the hall.
Me and Atticus were working on vodka when this happened.
How close is that to my room when that happened?
2 doors down.
And with I don't mean to boast, but I've got pretty keen hearing, and not being able to hear this level of bone-shattering viscera is not a good sign.
Well, that's the thing with magic
I-
users. There's a bunch of different ways that they can get around that. They can make a quiet area. They can...
Magic is so dangerous.
It's so dangerous.
As they say this, I sit down in the center of the room, legs crossed. You see me remove the sheath sword from my side and set it down. And I place my palm down flat against the ground, against the floor. And I am going to use an ability. Because this happened within Wowen Oed. So I'm going to ask Wowen Oed a few questions.
Interesting.
Oh,
With the ability.
that's amazing.
You can just
contact
ask
patron.
the world?
Yeah, I can ask my patron, and my patron is the world. Wowen Oed.
Patron is the demiplane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm gonna
I knew
use
that.
contact
I didn't know
patron.
that's what that meant.
I want to use contact patron. In the past, you usually contacted your patron through intermediaries. Now you can communicate directly. You always have contact other plane spell prepared. With this feature, you can cast a spell without expending a spell slot. So you contact your patron, and you automatically succeed on the spell saving throw. So as I place a hand down, I think because I still have a telepathic connection, usually no one would see this, but everyone that I've recently had a telepathic connection would see that it seems like the world fractures with me at the epicenter. It seems like someone punched the center of a glass and you see the splintering go out with me at the direct middle of it, and through
Lucas,
the
like,
cracks you
jolts.
see
Puffs just like fluff to wall.
you
Yours
see
just
it
kind of looks at them both like, see, this is what I told you.
you see it spider out. If you look out the window, you see it extending beyond even the boundaries of this building, and you see people walking about as if nothing's happening. They're not seeing this occur, and you see this golden light kind of here bleeding through these cracks, and you see the cracks that go through Azalea glowing the same gold, and the eyes are shut, but you can see gold spilling out from between the eyelids as well. And I'm going to ask 5 questions. I can only get yes, no, and I believe, I can get 1-word answers. So yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, unclear, stuff like that. My first question is, was this the work of the tyrants of Brillis?
Indirectly.
And I think as I ask this question, when I get a response, I say it out loud, but it's not my voice.
Yeah, so what everyone else would hear would just indirectly.
And I think when one question's asked and answered, you see another big splintering sound as more cracks appear across the world.
Yours, I don't like this. I don't like this.
My second question: will the killers of these wizards come after myself, Pierce, Puff, Lucas, Kathleen, Cameron, and Atticus next?
No.
Okay. My third question is the rest of the glass eye dead?
No.
3 questions. It's been my 4th. And again, that answers another splintering of the world.
The wind picks up.
Will
You hear it outside.
are the murderers, is the killer or killers of these 2 still within the city?
Mostly.
Was it face spiders? Can face spiders do that?
I think only I can ask the question. So
I know, but
yeah.
it's just like,
Just wondering out loud.
just like constant thoughts. Just
Mouthful of
Again, you
bread.
hear another shattering as
Yeah,
more splinters go
it's
across the
frightening
floor.
at this point, and Lucas is like backing away.
At this point, you're seeing more cracks than like whole pieces at this point in this room. I guess my final question. I just have to hope this is a 1-word answer. Where are the remaining killers?
Carta.
And you hear a final shatter and everything just goes white and gold. You're blinded for a moment, and then it dissipates, and you're just back in the room. Everything's fine. There's no sign of a shattering, nothing of the sort. Sound kind of like returns to you. You realize that you haven't heard anything until just now. And the glowing of the kind of like broken cracks in Azela dim back down, and they open their eyes.
The wind dies.
Like Pierce will lift the goggles off of his face again and be like, "Why is my camera doing this?
Hey, your camera's doing a weird.
Camera's doing a weird."
Turn it off, turn it back on. All right.
I hated that.
You look, and Lucas has hit the deck and is like peeking up.
Sorry about that. I haven't spoken to them directly after using telepathy, so
Walks in with
Yeah,
a mop
sometimes I put
and a
people-
bucket. I don't think he's sorry.
You can leave me out of the telepathy the next time you want to do that.
yeah,
It'd be great.
sorry. I'll give you 10
That was
minutes.
kind
next
of
time.
cool, actually. I mean, I'll. That was cool. I mean, magic is still dangerous, but you know,
Yeah,
I don't know what I
obviously-
believe anymore. I was just terrified to take a step because he's just like using glass. I don't know.
So what are we doing with these bodies? Are we reporting them? I wouldn't be surprised if our buddy here nods at Pierce could like disintegrate him or something. You hear Atticus go from a far room. Disintegrate!
I don't think you want
What's
to
going
have
on in
him
here?
disintegrate
Oh my
anything
God!
unless you.
It's exactly what it looks like.
Oh!
We-
Atticus, it's. I don't want to say
That's
it's
terrible. Oh no! And
Things
he
are
goes
actually
away
quite
and he comes back.
Fucked. It's
Comes back with a pack.
keep it
This is
quiet,
just
and I call down the
terrible.
hallway.
He comes back with a pack. This is horrible. Bunch of instruments. Oh, gee.
Yeah, don't think we'd want the cops involved because wouldn't they shut this place down? There'd be a whole investigation type deal.
I don't know if they'd shut us down, but there'd certainly be an investigation.
That's
I will say if we do bring the authorities in, we will not want to be around.
We gotta just set up the lab. Damn it!
That's what I'm doing.
No, not in here. Not in here.
Well, we can't
don't
move
want
the
any of our
bodies
stuff
until we're
here.
ready to, harvest them and disintegrate them, right?
what do you mean by harvest? What are you saying?
I just try to like furtively signal to Attic. I'm like,
What do you mean harvest? What organ train?
I think he's just a little perturbed by the scene here. We've all been through a few rough past days, and all in all, he just needs something else
Organs?
to- No.
I'm getting conflicted information. I'm confused as alien.
I think what we should do is get rid of these bodies. Have you already called the authorities? I'll turn to Lucas.
No, sorry, we haven't called the authorities. I came to you
I
guys
think
first.
we should keep it.
Seemed
I
like
think-
a
thank
in-house
you.
problem.
Yeah, no, definitely. We should. I'll look to Atticus and Piers. Get rid of them. And
Y'all should leave.
Right.
I don't know if I want. I kind of want. I'm not sure. What are you gonna do to him?
I'm gonna tell him. Looks to Pierce.
All right. All
Squats down. You like those health potions you drink?
Yeah.
You ever read the back? As he starts pulling out some long tubes.
You ever know how a hot dog's made?
Where is he from and where did he get his license?
I lost my license because of the stuff I was hired to look into.
Bob, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you, and Pierce is already like rolling up his sleeves. It's better just to stop asking questions, and Pierce is gonna try and slowly close the door.
Puff's just horrified eyes. I'm just gonna go downstairs and get coffee. Just gonna go get coffee.
It's a jump cut to you and Lucanus. You and Lucas. Just mile eye stare, both with cooling coffee cups in your hands.
Puff just walks back up and is just like, I can't believe I'm doing this. You need to save some of their entrails for fertilizer. Because it's not like we have a lot of options in whatever the hell this place is. I hate it here, Pierce. I hate it here.
Do you open the door?
No, I stay from the outside. I'm just saying through the door.
Okay.
I don't want to see what's happening.
All right. You hear squelching, and you hear Pierce go, honestly, Puff, that's disgusting.
Where are your hands, Pierce? Where are your hands right now?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, my God.
I will take a moment to be like, Atticus, you gotta realize there are some people who don't have stomachs like we do, alright? I know how the sausage gets made. Some people don't and choose to not, and I can't really fault them for it.
I don't know if we can afford that.
I know, but this is fucked. Like, what the hell, man?
I'm just saying, I'm by no means saying that our new tyrant lords are anything to be looked at or appreciated, but you should know King Barst from back home was doing some very fucked up stuff. He's doing some very fucked up stuff.
And, yeah, speaking of our tyrant overlords, and I'll fill Atticus in at the fact that this was more than likely perpetrated by a fiendish individual. And I'll go, you just gotta keep that to yourself, though, because from what I understand, they pretty much run this town. And if they find out that you and me and Puff and Lady Kathleen and Cameron aren't from here, we're fucking dead. Like 1,000,000 times dead. Like, we can't. They did this, and we were 2 doors down and didn't hear a thing.
We're from Plea.
We're from Plea.
We're from Plea.
And we get back to work.
All the live long day.
I hate it here. I can't unlearn that information.
Seems like a good time to take our first break. Chat will
Enjoy the trauma.
We'll be right
I
back.
was just staring at the remaining health potions. Who were you?
Way back.
Why are you laughing?
Oh,
Why are you laughing?
No, nothing. No, I didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. It's at this time when you're getting into the rhythm of what you're up to, Pierce. Harvesting, disassembling, maybe breaking things down. We're at the point where we have harvest. Go ahead and make a medicine check as to see how we do with our harvestings. At advantage because Atticus is with you.
Both of those is ass. It's a 6 + 1, 7.
7 total.
Yeah.
Bad news. Bad news bears. You ready for bad news bears time?
Okay.
It clicks with you as it becomes too late. The sulfur in the air and these pink particles of the mushroom in the air have been slowly getting more and more agitated with each other. And as you are dissolving the second corpse in the bathtub, frustrated with how you have not been able to, frustrated with how you have not been able to get a lot of things harvested that you can use. The pink bit of mushroom you have on you suddenly gets white hot. And as you go to remove it from your person, it detonates.
Ah, shit.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay. Because it's in my pocket, right?
Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
from everyone else's point of view, a bright purple fireball. Not the fireball spell, but like a ball of fire blossoms out of this room.
Okay. Not bad. No, it's a disadvantage.
DC is incredibly high.
I bet it is, and I won't meet it. That's a 9.
The detonation goes off. You are, my friend, thrown across the room. And immediately there's screaming outside and yelling. Pierce, you start to sit up and you go to push yourself up and you fall back down. And you look and the stub of your arm is bleeding out.
Oh, God.
Your arm's gone. The entire nub and down the armpit, down the ribs, all now has this bright purplish scarring burn.
Atticus. Atticus, help me.
You don't hear a response.
I'm gonna kick the door in because I was still just sitting
Bunny power,
outside.
bang!
just right as I hear explosions, I'm like, "What are you?"
You see the viscera. You see Atticus. Actually, you see his shoe by the floor next to the blown out window. You don't see Atticus. You do see Pierce saying, "Atticus, help me."
Screams.
Say
Fucking
again, we
runs
missed you.
over. They're just screaming.
Azalea.
And then freaking runs up to Pierce. It's just like, and I just grab like the sheets from the bed and then just start wrapping him to stop the bleeding.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Ow.
I will.
Ow.
17 for the medicine check.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I assume I heard the shattering glass, explosion, shattering glass. I assume a body hit the floor outside.
Yes, a body hit the floor outside.
I think I would have looked. I'd really looked out the window to see he was blown out. Like what happened?
You see a crumpled Atticus in the Family Guy crumple pose on the floor, on the cobbles.
And then I hear Puff yelling my name upstairs when the explosion happened.
Everyone around you bolts for the doors and starts running. You see Lucas like hop on the top of the bar and start looking around before looking up the stairs with a face of dread. And he starts yelling at people and stuff like that.
I can't get a day of rest. I'll rush outside to Atticus first with people like scrambling out. I don't want Atticus getting trampled, so I'll rush outside to Atticus first.
Atticus is just starting to like sit up.
I'll just pick Atticus up and rush back into
Maul!
the cabin.
Maul!
And set Atticus down like on the bar table in front of Lucas and just be like, just do what you can to help him, and I'll rush.
Yeah, you see he quickly starts pouring out. He starts looking at his health pots that he's got on behind under the bar. You have to kind of weave through as people are trying to get down the stairs. You notice as you're running down the hallway that you're booking it down. One of the doors on this top floor, which you would assume had been another like hotel room, right, is actually a staircase going upwards. You just throw that. I'm just throwing that information in there as you start running yourself back down.
I keep going.
Stay in there. It's okay.
Pierce, the bleeding has stopped, and you and Puff both watch as he tightens the what's it called, the tourniquet. The purple spreads a little.
I don't know if I'm helping, Pierce. I'm so sorry.
It doesn't keep spreading. It's just like in reaction to that pressure.
Oh.
Where's Atticus?
I think this is the point where I rush in. What the fuck happened? And I'll rush to Pierce's side. God damn it, the poppers.
Fucking piddle pops.
What did I
episode
say about mushrooms?
I will crouch down, like help, not stand Pierce up, but like just sit Pierce up back against the wall and look down at the tourniquet. You did a pretty good job, Puff.
Puff is frozen.
Oh no.
Pierce, you're lucid. Everything kind of starts coming into view. You realize you probably got minutes before city guard, noble guards start showing up.
Can you stand? It's not going to be easy, but can
I
you
can
stand?
try. And oh no, we lost Mike. We will pause and have a moment of silence for Mike.
I think there was another explosion and it killed Puff.
We'll go to quick break.
Yeah.
We return.
We're back.
Unstoppable.
The explosion was too intense.
All right, back to the tension.
Oh no, we got Andy's cam freaking out again.
No, excellence.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
We got this.
Beat the life out of it if I have to.
Zilla crouches down in front of Pierce. The city guard is gonna be here soon. That was one hell of an explosion. Did you manage to get rid of any of the bodies? And I'll look back to where
You don't
I
see the
them
bodies.
blown.
Are there anything left?
You see the remnants of the second body, just finishing up being dissolved in that bathtub.
Okay, yeah, they're done. And I go to reach for the windowsill to pick myself up, and I realize I'm doing it with my left arm that is no longer there, and I'm like,
I help him up.
fuck. And like, yeah, I grab Poof's like shoulder and
I am
like, sliding. Poop. I'm gonna lose my mind if I call you.
At
Poof
this point,
one
you
more
should just
time.
make it in character. You should just make
Yeah.
it.
That should be on the bingo. That should be on the bingo board.
Yes,
no.
it should. It should be on the bingo.
Is Andy gonna call Puff Poof?
Yeah.
But I grab Puff's shoulder and I just like slide my back up against the wall to get to my feet, and I'm like,
You go to help yourself up, but I'm just a gelatinous ball. I'm just like,
Little more support. Little more support. Thank you.
I'll see this happening. I'll just like pick up Pierce the rest of the way.
Thank you.
No problem. Anything else we need to get rid of? 'Cause we're going to have to move.
Not that I could think of. Just my lab in the other room.
Can I look for his limb?
You can look for it. Make an investigation check.
That is a 19 plus nothing.
You find a finger.
It's the middle finger.
I just like, you might need this. Here you go.
As he holds it up to me, it just crumples apart and turns into ash.
It's more of a toothpastey and then ash. It's
Wait. I look at the finger and then I pull out my tooth to see if it, because when I pulled out my tooth went weird. Does the finger go weird too?
yes.
And then I look at Azalea. What is this? What does this mean? What does it mean?
I don't know. What I do know is the city guard is coming, and there's a cart full of this stuff in the city.
It's my arm got blown the hell up. We gotta get out of here, man.
Okay. Pierce, hop on. This is gonna sound weird. Just hop on.
Wow, what do you mean?
I just like scoop underneath his legs,
What do you mean?
and then I'm just gonna
It's
be
like
like,
riding
where
one
are
of those
we?
big bounce balls.
Where are we
You've got the
going?
ears, like reins.
I'm like trying to pack up all of the gear that Pierce like has laid out. I'm no artificer or I don't work with these kind of stuff, so it's definitely haphazard the way I'm like wrapping stuff out. I'm probably putting some like alchemy tools in the artificery tools bag. Like I'm just putting it in just to get it into one place.
His poof bounces out the door. I'm like, no, I had a system.
No, you don't. We'll figure it out later.
Okay, out into the street then. Where are we going?
As I
A doctor.
get everything together, I see like Puff taking Pierce away. I go, slow down, we're not going to a doctor. Hold on, I know someone.
Atticus
And I'm
sits up. Loudstones.
I'll pick up Atticus and
Oh, God.
just immediately put him on my back. And I'm going to make a beeline, leading Puff through any alleyways,
Excellent
like
friend
shadows I
count.
can. I want to get to does the held breath have any doctors or healers that I can get us to?
Okay, there is a mortician that you might be able to go visit.
Are they with the held breath, or is it just
Yes.
a mortician that I know? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'd make a beeline to where I know the mortician is.
Okay. You guys, you have options. Drax, do you want to weave your way through hidden and tight passageways, or do you want to take the highway?
We're the most conspicuous group. It has to be through shadows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone roll me a D100.
Ears. Man, every time you ask me to roll you a D100,
Brother.
I get 30s. I got 34.
I rolled a 10 on the dot.
Some bullshit.
about to mess with-
98.
Jesus.
We are fucked. We are fucked.
Oh boy.
We got two opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Secretive little passageways. Dark alleyways. Oh, joy. It's Christmas.
You're welcome. I'm so happy for you.
I'm never letting you near mushrooms again, Pierce. I swear to God.
as you guys are dipping through a particularly like a smoke den.
Like a hookah lounge?
Yeah, like a hookah lounge. You hear you're moving through this way, and you start making for the stairs on the side of this outside of this hookah lounge, and you hear all of the doors and windows. Well, someone's off in a big hurry, aren't you? And
Yeah, we're excited for the parade.
a wagon is rolled in the way of the front of the stairs, at the top of the stairs.
Oh, guys.
And you can see a couple people up there, but mostly people are filing in behind you and in front of you, in front of the stairs. There's who rolled the 98?
Me.
Roll me a d8.
Okay. 8.
Oh my goodness. I think Andy is banned from rolling dice.
No, because why is it that when higher numbers are better, all of a sudden my dice wants to make me Kobe Bryant, and I can't.
Cultists, gang. We got cultists. And what level are you guys again?
And
10.
10. Excellent. We get to go to the fun cultists.
hope you're ambidextrous. Pierce.
There's a real big dude that seems to be the ringer, who is kind of stepping down the stairs, and he goes, they'll do. Take them. Roll initiative.
Okay.
God damn it. I have
I got
abacus on my
nat
back.
20.
Oh my god.
Got a 26.
There's no rest for the wicked.
I got a 19.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Now
I
you
have
roll
advantage because
low.
of my freaking thing, my dagger. Okay, 13.
13.
That's not as bad. Okay. I was about to be
You want
so
us to put our
sad.
details in chat? They're like AC, health. what
Yeah,
is
I
that?
need AC, HP, and PP. Passive
Damn,
perception.
don't tell us you PP. TOS.
This is how I get them. I got them to come onto the show and then ask for dick pics in public and pressure them to. No, this is terrible. I hate this.
AC, HP, PP.
So we got a 13 from Pierce. We got a 19 from Puff. Was that right?
No, 26.
26 from Puff, 19 from Azalea.
That's what it was. Thank you.
You said AC, HP, and PP. That's it, right?
Yeah. HP,
There you go.
AC, HP, PP. So we're
I
gonna
found
call
out how
one
to
of
do
these.
that.
Sorry.
Let's ask this question. Would Pierce be at full health?
Good question.
No.
I'm gonna say, roll me. Oh yeah, I guess we never did damage.
Yeah, I was like, you're missing a whole
I missed
limb.
it. Yeah, yeah. Let me
Whole arm.
let me give you.
Andy, roll a
damage
D100.
real quick, brother.
Okay.
That's how much damage. I'm joking. Wait.
54.
Well, 58.
58.
Jesus.
Valid. No, it's fair.
You did lose a limb.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And any concentration would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Makes sense. You're actively bleeding, yeah.
We're sitting pretty at 14, folks.
Oh, cool. Fascinating. Ooh, I don't think anyone has healing spells.
I can heal myself and give myself temp HP. Doesn't help for
Give
anybody
myself
else
10
though.
HP as well.
How fast is Azalea? Because I'm like, I could probably outrun most of these guys.
Before you.
I could.
Oh, sorry. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, we'll find out in game. We'll
Yeah.
find out how fast I can move in battle.
Who we're gonna refer to as the Juggernaut. wears a massive metal crow head, like a helmet. The rest of him is relatively unclothed, aside from like a big belt skirt thing. And the rest of them have tattoos of various crows and the like. And they hold long knives. We're gonna call them slashers.
Do I recognize this symbol of the crow?
Yeah, I'd say you've heard of this cult before. They don't worship the sovereign. They worship it's probably more convoluted and nuanced than this, but from what you understand, they worship death.
Okay.
Pierce gets 11 temp HP from chat. Thank you, chat.
Let's go.
Thank you.
That was Valerie. Let's go, Valerie.
I love you.
Yeah, I forgot we can do that. Hold on. I want to do that as well.
Oh, you don't get to do that.
Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Save my life.
You can
got
beg
inspo.
chat. Puff has inspo. Here we go.
Yep. Okay. Well. Okay. I'm just do one of the slip Pierce to where he's standing. What's the initiative order?
6, 7, 8. Okay, we have Puff, Jug for the Juggernaut, Slasher, Azalea, Slasher, Pierce, Slasher.
Okay. I am going to.
Slasher, no slashing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like Pierce.
Music down a little bit.
Oof. Okay. Get behind me, and I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna jump kick the Jug in the face. We're a little busy. All right. Before I do that, I am going to use I'm gonna use screw it, we're just gonna go full swing. All right, I'm just gonna go and attack him, and then Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
You still have Pierce on your back?
No, I did like a little loop.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
set
like,
me down.
I'll sacrifice some of my movement to just kind of like, because I'm already on the ground. It's just like, it's more of like I just scooch out from between his legs.
Like you do.
Yeah. 19, does that hit?
19 hits.
Okay. And then a 22 is gonna hit. Okay, cool. I need the Jug to give me a dex check.
That's not a d20. That's a d20. Oh, 5.
Okay, well he is prone.
Oh, he goes timber.
Just like sweeps his legs out. And then okay, and then so that's 7 or 11, 16, and then do I get my modifier for each Fury of Blows, or is it just straight flat 3?
You get your modifier, yeah.
Okay, for each one though?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 16 plus 9, 25 damage
Okay.
on him. And I am going to activate I'm gonna use okay, I guess I can't do that. That'll be my turn. I was gonna use Step of the Wind in case I needed to move Pierce. Because I can move people without taking opportunity attacks. So if I need to get him out of the way, I can.
Nice. Speaking of movement,
yeah.
is that your turn?
Yeah.
The bottom 4 slashers on the initiative order are all going to take their legendary actions now. And use Vanishing Strike. First dagger to come out of the dark is going for Azalea. Azalea does a 22 hit.
Yes.
Seven slashing damage. Second swing for Puff. Puff, that's a 21 to hit.
It hits, but I'm gonna deflect it to tell me the damage.
Okay. 5.
Actually, I won't deflect it. I'll just take it.
Second swing misses. Pierce with a 5 to hit. And this is where the vanishing kicks in. As it misses you, you watch him grin and teleport, disappear. And you hear him reappear 30 feet above you on the edge of a window, kind of gargoyle style, looking down at you. And as you see that, you feel that other attack does a 21 hit you.
Me?
Uh-huh.
I guess so.
Can I deflect? Oh no, it's only against me. I
Yeah.
can't deflect.
You take 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
Now the Juggernaut's going to start his turn. As he gets to the base of the stairs, I believe Puff is right up on him, correct?
I'm literally standing on him,
He pulls out.
standing between him.
he goes. You punched him a bunch. He goes, and you watch as he reaches back and comes out with some nasty looking knuckle dusters, like brass knuckles made out of like a black metal. And they
I was
have
just looking up.
and along
Spirit.
along the knuckles they have crow skull appearance. So they've got kind of the spikes of the beak on the edge here, and they look gnarly. And he's gonna go, all right. And he's gonna, faster than you would have expected, swing real low to get into range of you, and quick jab. Fist. I cast fist.
Yep.
Plus 10 to hit does a 12 hit.
Nope. I was
Does
just
a
dodging.
24 hit.
Yes.
So the first one you easily kind of squish Kirby style down flat and move out of the way, and you go, ha!
Yeah, I'm gonna try and deflect that.
Okay. It was a 24 to hit.
Well, no, you're good on that. I just need another damage.
The damage is 1d10 plus 6. 9 plus 6, that's 15 damage. Magical bludgeoning.
I'm going to deflect
Okay.
16. What did you say it
would
was?
actually be piercing. Magical piercing. What did I say? 15.
15. So I can reflect that one extra. Well, that's good. Yeah, it's just one extra damage. Or it's gonna be redirect to 1 damage. Or wait, hold on. When I roll putting piercing, reductions of 1d10 plus my dexterity modifier. You can if you reduce it to 0, you can spend 1 focus point, redirect some of it. Oh, because I can redirect the attack. That's interesting. What does it say? So if I reduce it to 0, I can expend a focus point to redirect some of the force within.
And return
Could
the
I make him
damage.
hit? Can I hit him?
Yeah, you can like use the momentum to like. If
Yeah,
you can
because-
fully negate the damage, you can like ninja style parry it up into his chin or something.
Okay.
Like direct his arm out of the way and make him like hurt himself in some way, shape, or
So
form.
we're just gonna deflect the, because I said deflect attack. It's just nothing. I just literally deflect it out of the way. Because in order for me to do deflect attack, redirect attack, I have to ask you for a dex check when you go to attack me.
Gotcha. I can do that.
So, sure.
All right.
Oh,
A dex check or a dex save?
it's a dex save, DC 12.
3.
Okay, well then he takes, what did I just roll on that? 7 damage.
7 damage, and you took no
Yep.
damage.
Yep.
Damn.
So literally, like, he goes to duck dodge, and then as he swings, like with the other like hand, it's immediately like kind of like redirect it judo style to where it goes into his chin.
Nice.
You do this all day.
Excellent. Azalea, you're farthest away, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Probably. I guess so. It depends on what
no.
view from, because we got surrounded.
From the
we got
Juggernaut.
surrounded from both sides.
Yeah, from the
The
dude who
Juggernaut
came
came out in front of
downstairs.
us, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'd be furthest away from the Juggernaut.
Okay.
Yeah.
You watch as he looks and grabs a brick on a windowsill and pries it from its spot, and as he does, he hurls it at you. And as it is hurling towards you, it breaks away into the shape of a bird skull. Roll the hit. It's a critical fail.
Okay.
That is a nat
It looks
one.
so cool.
And you,
It's one of his guys.
boom! Yeah, it just hits one of the other dudes. Let's see how much it takes. This is called deadly shaping.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah. Fails struck by one of the following of its choice. That doesn't make any sense. What? Fails the target creature.
Hang in there,
Struck by
Pierce.
One of the following. Oh, I see.
I'm trying.
4d6 slashing and 3d6 necrotic.
That's a lot of fucking damage, man. Jesus.
I'm not playing around. Wow. $24 piercing and necrotic damage. And homie's dead. Homie is toast.
But they worship death, and death is good.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, so good for that.
Pick me, mother.
Azalea, it is your turn.
As I see this brick morph into a crow's head slam into one of the cultists beside me, I will focus in on this juggernaut and rush forward and I think set down Atticus by puff as I do. And as I draw my blaze, you see I kind of almost crack my wrist open and reach in and pull out this bone,
Oh my god.
bloody blade again as I pull that out. And moving forward, I will cast as an action Mind Sliver at the Juggernaut.
Okay.
Let's make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh
DC
boy.
17.
Oh boy.
Azalea, I hate when you do that. It freaks me out every time.
Rolled a 6, so he got a 5.
Perfect. So they take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And the next saving throw they do, they minus a 1d6 from it. as a bonus action, I'll make a telepathic bond with them, and use clairvoyant combatant. So I have to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16. Remember to remind us that D1d6.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thank you. Solid shout. Wisdom. There's a 12. There's an 8. Sorry, that's a 10 plus 2 minus 2, so 10.
So they fail, and now for the rest of the combat, I have advantage on all attacks against them. They have disadvantage on all attacks against me. As I say this, I'll turn to Puff and say, "Take out the other cultists. I'll take this one," and they'll draw their sword. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Excellent. One of the slashers is going to dart forward and kind of like just pop up right across from Pierce, and go for a quick stab. Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I'm just like leaned up against the back wall, and like they just weave through all of that and get right at me.
That's gonna be 8 slashing damage.
Okay. I'm out of temp HP now.
Okay. Second
And I'm
slasher.
down to 10 points of damage.
Has
Or
everyone
10 points.
Has everyone here played Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah.
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 Never seen some gameplay footage? Azalea, you call out, "I'll take care of the big one," just in time to watch this razor wire appear from behind you, and they try to garrote you. I need you to make a dex save.
Rewind to when
Good
you
night, Ollie.
said Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, when did that happen?
Yeah, it's in the Shadowlands.
Yeah.
Oh.
I rolled a
It's
dirty
awful.
20.
Say again?
Dirty 20.
Oh, you're good. You manage to tuck the chin, and he catches your mouth, and so it cuts up into your mouth a bit, but he lets go because he can get your neck as he backs off. You take.
Is the music glitching out for anybody else?
Yeah, it's not for me as well.
It's glitching out for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, strange. It's fine on my end. I'll see if I can fix that in a second. You take 3 slashing damage.
Oh.
What do I do to fix that?
Apparently it's glitching out for... is this glitching out for stream?
No.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's glitching out for me through.
I will stop sharing the audio and start sharing the audio again.
Draken's 19 temp HP.
Let's go.
hell yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm fighting chat over here. Is it better now?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Y'all are pretty for that. You're pretty.
Pierce, it is your turn.
Okay.
You see Azalea
what's
tuck
the
the chin
situation?
and get a little bit of a slash up into his cheeks from the garrote. The situation is before you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 knife work individuals. A 6th one is on the rafters above you, 30 feet up. And the big dude is still reeling from the nonsense that the party has been giving him. You do notice that at the top of the stairs, Donkey Kong style, a guy is pulling a barrel out of the cart.
Okay. I'm comfortable with dying to a lot of stuff, but not to some freaks in bird mask. And I pull out a vial, new color, orange.
Oh.
Stab it into my side. And y'all ever seen My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
A la Red Riot. From that
Nice.
pinpoint, you see crags and rock-like textures spread out all over my body. My braids start to stiffen and become pointed.
Cool.
Pointing straight down. the ends of my fingers turn into these pointy, just rock formations, and my jaw cracks and eyes grow hard and rigid. This is shielded. I have resistance to slashing damage and a vulnerability to bludgeoning damage. And then I'm gonna see that person getting the barrel. I'm gonna just try and like one arm pull out my crossbow, rest it on my chest, fire at this guy.
Roll the hit.
It'd be really cool if I got an natural 20 right now, but I won't.
Oh, man, I really thought you would.
But it will.
I was trying to like
Manifestation.
reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 10 to hit.
10 hits.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Well, then I shoot him.
So anyway, I started blasting.
There's a reason he's not down here in the scrap.
7 points of piercing damage. Actually, I can re-roll because I have the
kill.
piercer feat.
You kill him.
Really?
Yeah. He was just a scrub.
He's just a civilian.
Yeah, he was a scrub who was kind of just being pulled along. No, he wasn't a civilian. He was a cultist.
Oh. I was gonna feel really bad.
What gets him is he goes like shot into the forehead, and the barrel he's got lands on him, and a black ooze slowly breaks out of the barrel and starts eating him.
I'll call that out. I'll be like, guys,
I hate it here, Pierce.
I hate it here too, buddy. We should do something about that too. And I'll point out the ooze to everybody. And I look over at the absolute shit show that is in front of me. I'm like, yeah, you guys have your hands full. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
You still have the potion that I gave you earlier?
I do. Okay. I'm gonna take that next turn.
You can pop it as a bonus action if you have a bonus action left, and you roll for it. If
I
you
used it to pop that
Oh right,
that muted
ejector.
That's right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Two of the slashers see that the ooze is out and teleport out of sight. Another one is going to the one that's on the ceiling or on the in the rafters is going to take a shot at you, Pierce.
Okay.
You know these guys? They seem very pissed off at you.
I don't know them.
15 to hit.
That's my AC. That hits.
Bad news bears. Take 9 piercing damage, Pierce.
I'm at 1.
Okay. The other slasher is going to see Puff do what Puff did and go, nope, and is going to pull a glass bottle and hurl it at you like a vial. I need you to make a dex save. Dex save is 15.
Oh, that's solid. 16. Actually, no. It's 22. It's plus 16.
Look at you.
Or plus 6, rather.
You easily
Hop.
yeah, you hop over it, but you have to step to the side a bit because sovereign glue
Yeah.
is now solidifying on the floor.
What were you guys hauling over here?
Up to the top of the round with Puff, with Jug on deck.
Okay, so there's. Okay, well, Pierce, don't die. And Puff's gonna immediately
I'm trying.
I kind of just do like a think like Mario style jump from wall to wall in the alleyway to get to the gargoyle perched guy. And I'm gonna jump up and Furio blows him.
He does like a what? Huh? Oh.
I don't like you shooting at my buddy. That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits, 11 HP for Drax.
Nice.
Chat.
Oh hell yeah.
The issue is it's
And then
randomized.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
And then a natural fucking 20.
Mercy.
Plus 7, so 27. But yeah,
you
natural
might have
20.
to spread this out between two enemies.
Yeah. So first thing I'm gonna do is the first hit that I'm gonna be using is to I need that guy that's perched to give me a strength saving throw.
Not his forte. Oh no. That's a 2 + 1?
So I push him off the perch, so he falls. But also is going to take the full damage of my punch, which in this case is 8 damage, and then whatever falling damage he would take from the fall.
Yeah, he's toast.
And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to hop back down to the guy that threw the glue at me, and
Make an
that
acrobatics.
an acrobatics. That's a 19.
Yeah, you're good.
And then that'll use the. Oh, I have a. How does the net 20? Is that just double damage? Like double the dice damage, rather.
Yeah. Crits are double the dice. Double the damage
so
dice.
That's 7 plus 6. 13 plus 5 is 18 plus 9 is 27. On the glue throwing guy.
Okay. It's another dead slasher.
And then I will just place myself near Pierce.
Okay.
And just be like, I got your back.
You've noticed that the Juggernaut with every death seems to get some health back.
I hate that. I relay that to my, to the party. Yeah, I don't know how he's connected to them, but I hate it here. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Who's in front of him? Who's in front of the Juggernaut?
Azalea.
Well, goes for 2 quick jabs.
He has disadvantage on every attack against me.
He has what?
Disadvantage on
Okay.
every attack against me.
Heard,
Second
chef.
read his mind.
First swing is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Second swing at disadvantage is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and we'll go from there. Plus 10 plus 12. 14 plus 12.
26.
26 magical piercing damage. You need a DC 18 strength saving throw.
For what?
Being knocked
get
prone.
grappled. Oh, okay, not prone. Okay, yeah. I'll just do
Beat
that.
off of your feet. Just
Jesus.
DC.
I wasn't able to do it to you.
Said?
DC 18 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. Damn. And that one.
Oh. Critical.
You meet cobblestone. Your head bounces off of it painfully. And last but not least, he's going to kick up another rock at Puff. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
That was a whole arc. That we just saw.
Yeah, we just saw a journey. Excuse me. For sure. Excellent. That's gonna be that's gonna be 4d6 slashing.
I'm gonna try and deflect some of that.
Okay, and 3d6 necrotic.
Jesus.
So it comes out to 23 slashing.
Well, 22 of that is gonna be deflected.
So you manage to like catch and warp it past you, but it does like just nick
Scratch
one of your
my
ribs.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that allows the necrotic to get into your system, which will be an additional 10 necrotic.
Ow, why? Why is everybody here so evil?
Azalea.
Azalea, I'll use half my movement to stand back up. It's like you hear a crack in my neck. There's a deep, more frustrated sigh as I'll cast Armor of Agathis, as you see tendrils. Actually, no. I'm not going to cast Armor of Agathis. You see them almost, their fingers twitch as if they're going to cast a defensive spell. But instead, they grab one of their wrists and you see them twist it a full 360 and pull it off. And you see it float above and over this juggernaut as I
Your
cast,
hand?
Yes, as I cast Shadow Puppets. As you see strings fall down from the fingertips of my
What is that?
removed hand, latch onto the shadow of the juggernaut and start puppeting it.
Oh my
So
God.
you see the shadow kind of peel off the ground, very Peter Pan style, peel off the ground and attack the juggernaut.
Really glad he's on our side.
And because I have advantage on attacks against them, I also have Elven Accuracy, which means I get to reroll one of the advantage die. So let's see how hard I hit this
Jesus.
fucking piece of shit. Reroll a 3 there. It's for a nat 20.
Oh my God!
So that is
Let's go!
Cheers, folks.
Oh, amazing. I sip my soup.
I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live.
that's
Good old one
41
arm.
That's 41 points of psychic damage.
How many?
41 points of psychic damage.
Jesus.
And they need to make an intelligence saving throw. DC 17.
He would, but how do you want to do this?
I think you see, as you see this hand, just you see Azalea just so annoyed. Like, he's just got knocked off his feet, but he's not like hurt. He's frustrated. He had a place to be and these people interrupted him. So the same kind of annoyance as like a parent being interrupted by their child, like in the middle of like working. They rip off their hand and you see this hand using with like
My mom would
black
never beat me
ichor
like that.
similar. Using with like black ichor that similar to what's coming from his eyes, float above the juggernaut, and these puppeteer strings like peel out of the fingertips, attach to the puppet, and attach to the shadow and pull the shadow up. And you see the shadow just force its way into the mouth of the juggernaut, into every hole and orifice, into between the eyes, ears, mouth, nose, into the skull of it, and the juggernaut's head pops.
Yours, remind me never to upset Azalea.
The visage of Pierce is like a stone face, yet you can still read horror on it somehow.
And then you see the hand just slowly go limp and then slowly float back and then reattach itself to the rest of Azalea's hand.
Okay. That was amazing. You get inspiration for that. That was,
I already
that
have
was
inspiration. Do I
beautiful.
kind of double inspiration?
If he doesn't want his inspiration, I'll take it.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to
We'll
you.
inspire Pierce a new arm.
Hey, look at that.
So, the slashers are going to try to bolt. Thankfully, they have teleportation abilities. So 1 puff, 2, no, I can't say puff. 1 poofs, 2 poofs. The ooze takes its turn, slowly moving down a couple of the steps, and then starts seemingly to shrink as it seeps into the cracks of this city.
That can't be good.
Pierce.
I throw my water skin at it as a reaction. Shot.
Yes.
It's your turn. Puff, did I skip you?
No. We're
Okay.
good.
No, Buff was top of the
Yeah.
turn.
Okay. Pierce, it's your turn. There's 2 left.
Who's left? Okay, 2 left. Okay, cool.
And they look terrified.
I'm gonna let these 2 clean them up because I'm hurt. So I'm gonna take my full action to chug the last potion that Puff gave me.
Max
Got the name right,
healing.
Puff.
Can he use his? Can he reach into my bag and grab my other potion? I got another one if you need it.
I will take that happily.
You have to do like the.
Thank you so much.
You remember when you were a kid when you would grab the water bottle and like, you know, like with just your mouth, no
Yes.
hand, hold the water. As you're doing that,
Yeah, I
you're going through his bag.
It's like the water cooler at work.
Yeah. You second pot. Bonus
I
action.
immediately. It's the freaking mini jugs in Fortnite. I'm just going.
Yeah.
You roll for the bonus action pot.
Thank you.
Just
You're having a rough day.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh man, this is gonna be this is gonna be great.
I rolled max healing on the second
Nice.
one. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the rabbit in here. Is that your turn, Pierce? Any movement?
Unless there's one right next to me, yeah, I will move as far away from them as I can.
There is.
Okay, I won't move then.
Okay.
And I'll just go. I'll like eye the other 2 and be like, "You really want to fuck with them? I mean, okay. You saw what he did to your."
Zayla just kind of like turns around, like dead, like no expression of like pride in his eyes, just kind of tired and looks to the remaining 2 as Pierce says this.
As it is their turn, they will take their turns to teleport away.
As soon as they do, I just kind of like stop trying to hold myself up and just like lean against the wall and slump back down. And I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Now, an interesting thing happens. Many people from the sides that are living on the sides of this alleyway pour out and immediately start trying to help the party. Another healing potion is pressed into your hand, Pierce.
Thank you.
And someone offers to cauterize your arm. And a few other people kind of like step out and like you see that they send their kids and the kid starts running out to the end of the hallway and like looking out and getting information, yelling back that they're gone, and other people are like standing up Puff and like getting them situated, and someone else comes up to Azalea and says, "Are you all right?"
I'm fine. Probably should look to my friends more than me. Just got a few scrapes.
We're pulling together what we have.
Thank you. Have they been causing trouble here for a while?
Don't know anything about that. Just seemed like the right thing to do.
And he turns and walks away.
I'll keep close with the rest of the party. I'm fine. I literally lost 10 health. So I'm just like keeping an eye on the rest of the party, making sure they're all okay as they're fussed over.
I'm gonna just as a. Oh wait, no, that's not. Hold on. That's 77. That's temp HP that I have. I just like dust myself off and use patient defense, which gives me 12 extra temp HP just in
Nice.
case. I'm like still on edge. Like I hate it here. I hate it here. This place is awful.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I mean, I will say that's not normal.
Hey,
If that
hey, man.
makes anything better.
There's a kiddo about
Hello,
your height,
what's up?
Puff. It's not so bad.
Everything has tried to kill me for the last 24 hours.
Like, yeah, but that's the way of
It's-
things, isn't it? And he's gonna step over and then come back to you and be like, "It's
It's just like, I hope not.
it's the way of things. It's gonna be okay. You just got my dad says you gotta just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and he puts the brass knuckles in your hands. I say brass; they're like obsidian.
Puff takes him, it's just like, slips his paws in, it's just like, oh.
Goated.
And then just clings them together. Oh, we're gonna have fun with these.
Your
These
blood is still on them.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
What does your unarmed attack right now do again?
My unarmed attack.
It's like your
are-
basic punch.
it's 1d8 plus 3.
Well, now it is 1d10. Magical piercing. And if someone gets hit with you, they must succeed on a DC 18 strength save or be knocked prone.
EC what?
DC 18.
18 strength. Or
Sit down. Sit. You two.
Tasty.
Which is
and
great
that's-
because then I can attack afterwards with advantage and then extra advantage because of elven accuracy. But tag team going and with Puff and Azalea. I'm
in
really
a lot of
surprised that shit
pain.
survived. Yeah.
Dude, it almost didn't happen.
It was
One.
really close. If one of those
One.
projectiles had hit, it would have been over.
I would have
Okay.
had a thing to help, but yeah, that was looking rough at some.
No, I know.
points there.
It was crazy.
Puff,
It was chat that saved me.
you put him on.
Honestly, yeah.
Yep.
All right, make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not wise.
This is not something the rest of the party would immediately notice.
So 14.
You were cursed. As long as you are cursed, if someone around you dies within 30 feet of you, you get 20 HP.
Jesus.
There's definitely a downside.
We'll get to that. For now, you really like these things, and there is no logical argument that could be made for you to get rid of them.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm not a big fan of birds, but
You are now.
I like these. I'm gonna keep these. Then I just like, I'm not gonna take them off. I'm gonna just keep them on.
They're like
Nobody
a
told you to
black
take 'em
metal.
off.
Yeah, just like takes what would be like bracer belts, and it's just like has them to where it's like just attached to his wrists. So when he's not holding them, he just flips them off, and they just dangle off his wrists.
Nice. Yeah, and to be clear, you are able to with the curse, but you are able to take them off. But it's kind of the ring style where you're constantly like just kind of making sure they're still in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Puff literally just has them attached to the wrist, so that way if battle comes, he just goes and just puts it like throws his paws in them.
And I'll say this: you don't even necessarily notice it right away, but you're just like a few degrees chillier than you normally would be. Like you're just a little colder. Not to the point where you're shivering, just
Like a cool breeze.
on your insides.
Yeah. Subtle upset tummy, but like, if we just in battle, it's adrenaline. It's fine.
Hot girl tummy issue.
Yeah. Pierce, are you okay? No, I know you're not
All is
okay.
gone.
We need to get to a doctor.
Yes, we should keep moving. I know.
Yes,
someone.
please. And I try and stand back up, and I accidentally try to use my left arm again. And I just out loud just go, damn it! And I just
I just like grab Pierce by the sides and do a bunny hop to get you on your feet.
What?
Like, here you go, whip.
How's Atticus?
See,
I forgot Atticus was here.
I have Atticus on my back. Again.
This is
I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna make sure that Atticus isn't doing one of his patented eyes open naps, and I'm gonna smack him.
That
With
was
my
completely
right hand.
unnecessary.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
It
good.
was-
I just kind of got in that little hole there. Points at one of the drains.
I don't want to be
Glad that
that
you
guy,
made it.
but maybe next time don't be. This is just karma, is what this is. When you start disassembling bodies for abomination
Atticus goes,
potions.
"Shh."
Okay, let's start moving.
I give him the meanest mug ever. Just like,
I'll be right back. I forgot one of my
Just-
props.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just the moment I hear the beginning of a very sibling argument start up, I'm like, let's keep moving. It's very much like let's keep the car
Okay.
moving.
very hurt right now.
I am hurt. I am very much hurt. Okay.
Also, thank you, Azalea, for the freaking assistance. You are quite strong.
You have to be to live here.
I'm quickly learning that.
Noted.
Upwards, and you continue on for a little bit of the way when you find yourselves dipping down into these steps to go into a basement level front door where you can see there's a cart next to the steps and a bit of a chemical smell, and you find yourself stepping into this low ceilinged coronary morgue, and you can see various doors that you would open that you can pull out a table with a corpse and stuff like that. You can see a few people kind of moving around, kind of looking at you and staying out of your way. This is not the person, Azalea, you're looking for. The person you are looking for. Go ahead, Puff.
Mom just looks at Azalea. They're not dead yet. What did
I
we
know.
do? What is this?
I said I know someone he can help.
I
Okay.
recognize that voice. Meet Task.
Mobius?
Is he the chosen?
No.
That's what I thought.
But he does have a plague mask. He does have that bird skull plague mask kind of thing going on. It's not an actual skull, but that leather when you can smell the like lavender and the spearmint that he's kind of shoved up into the beak. And he is currently bisecting or maybe de-bisecting a corpse on the table, and he looks up and goes, Azalea, it's such a pleasure to see you again. Do come in. And then he pulls up and goes,
Thank you.
you have friends.
Yes, they're quite hurt, especially Pierce over there. And
does this
telepathically,
Oh, go ahead.
I'll speak to Task and say they don't know about the held breath.
Then why did you bring them here?
They've been useful, and I needed to update someone in the held breath about what's going on. Two birds, one
Risky.
stone.
I will do you this favor, Azalea.
Thank you. But out loud, I say, something is wrong with that. Well, other than it missing, they seem infected.
Come in, sit down. Oh, and he moves the corpse.
Maybe
Lie
we can
down.
get you a new arm, Pierce. They might have extras.
No, I would much rather not have a new arm from here.
Telling me. Do you have any means of protection that would keep you from being petrified?
Petrified.
Make a wisdom save. as he lifts the mask or pulls the mask down for a second and makes eye contact with you.
This is a thing that he's done often, right?
Yeah, this is
I
you're
look
getting
away.
a bit of a
Just
kick out
looks
of this.
away. Goes, not again. I just look away.
But Puff looks just like, what?
With
Oh, I'm sorry, a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Oh, okay. All right.
Am I gonna get petrified too if I don't look
Do
away?
you require surgery?
With something with a dirty 20. I just at first I don't know if this passes or not. I'm just gonna go. What? What's going on?
Oh. I am going to petrify you,
Oh,
and then I am going
you
to
need to-
stone shape. And then I will unpetrify you. Easy peasy.
okay.
What's that mean, Azealia? What does it mean?
Should I lay down first? Do I
think
need to
that-
like?
You're already laying down, but he does kind of guide you in the least problematic position to be turned into stone in, which is just flat, arms down, head up, eyes
Arm down.
Arm down.
arm down.
I think I just right before he takes off the glasses again, I go, Zilla, you have the weirdest fret.
And that stony skin that you kind of had becomes much more stony as you petrify. Are you choosing to fail?
Oh yeah, I will after he explains all that to me.
Okay. He then is going to sit back, stretch a little, sip some tea, and then put on gloves. And you watch as he casts stone shape, and he goes to the stump and he starts smoothing the stone out, almost like Play-Doh, until you've got a perfectly healed nub.
I have a question. Just having worked with Task quite a few times, probably more on dead bodies than living, I imagine. But is he the type of person who's like, do not bother me when I'm working?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he is a grumps. He is a grumps kind of guy. This is his little kingdom, and you're in it.
Okay. I think in that case, I just very quietly sit back and watch.
Okay. He is going to kind of sit back after a couple of minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't offer you tea. Do you need refreshments?
I don't want anything. No, you're. What? Never mind. I'm not gonna. No, I'm good.
I
He's
could do
new
with some
here,
tea
isn't he?
if you have any more.
Yes, of course. Steps outside. He steps out.
You
You're
have-
still stone.
How do you have an appetite?
I'm not aware of anything.
Nope,
that
you're
goes on
gone.
while I'm petrified him.
You are
Dang.
out.
I had to turn to Puff and go, we just fought, what, 8 cultists? I'm a little bit thirsty.
No, that I get. I don't get me wrong. I'm still hungry. But eating around just.
I look around. This might be the most sanitary place in Rillis. If you're going to eat anywhere.
I don't need to know that. I don't need. And then Puff just like looks at the bottom of his feet, realizing. I hate it here.
Task is very particular about their kingdom, as they call it.
Comes back in with 2 things of tea. Puts one in front of Puff if in case he changes his mind, and gives a cup to Azalea. He puts a 3rd cup to the side, depetrifies Pierce.
Friends, I swear.
We're done.
What
And he
happened?
hands you a cup of
Whoa.
tea.
I go to reach for it for my left arm,
Well,
and I'm just son of a fucking.
to the best of my abilities.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'll take a second to like look at the nub.
It looks completely smoothed over and healed, and as if the wound had had much time to heal.
Is the purplish, blackish vein still moving, like there?
Yes. That kind of burn mark seems to be healed as well, but the discoloration of that purplish hue remains. That's interesting.
Any idea what that is?
Haven't the foggiest.
Is it just the piddle pops?
I'm sorry, the what?
Mushrooms.
Are you for real? It's
You're telling me these explosive things have never brought somebody in here?
Explosives? No, I can't say I've ever had the opportunity to tuck someone up who, with had explosives.
Well, let's just say that I found a cart of piddle pops, which we should really be looking into now that we're okay. Well, we're all okay.
Does anyone
And I
else
happened
need
to
my
sneak.
expertise?
Oh,
Maybe a nose job?
and Atticus says he's okay, but he's got a few minor bumps and bruises. You fell out of a building. Don't be humble, okay? Just
I think I dislocated one of my ribs.
I'll turn to Task. Is that something you can fix?
Of course. And he's going
You were
to
about to-
lay down Atticus. Now, what's your favorite color? Oh, well, I'd say it's yellow. I mean, green. And you watch as Pierce, you get the first time experience as he shapes stone, mold stone, and just kind of opens up Atticus. Starts moving through the stone until he finds a petrified rib, and then moves it into the correct place. And now he's just like, almost like he's splashed, like because of the magic moving
Like
the stone out of the
clay.
way. Yeah. Just like a frozen splash for in his chest as he's rooting around. Apologies, I have not worked on this. There we go. Yeah, that should be fine. And he smooths everything over. And homie comes back with the hiccups and has to go back under.
When is things gonna be normal again, Pierce?
oh, we are so far
I
beyond
know.
that.
I know. You could have lied to me, though.
No.
Yeah, that's
it's
fair.
better. It's better you know now.
Hello, and Stones. All right.
Soon,
Hey, buddy.
Azalea comes over to you. We'll call it a favor for helping me out at my wedding.
Always my pleasure. And telepathically, again, I would like to give them an update about the death of those T-Wizards from the Glass Eye.
Oh,
The fact that it seems to be tied to the warlords indirectly. We're not going to be targets next, at least this group. But I will be looking into it. And that the Poppers situation, that we're also going to look into that. But if we can get more held breath on that as well, that'd be helpful.
I've been doing some snooping once I heard that the name come down the line. And I did find an individual known as Lauren. Lauren is doing recruiting for the Held Breath. I'm sorry, for the Held Breath, for the Glass Eye. I don't know anything other than that.
More than what we had before.
If you'd like to interrogate the individual who I got the information from, I could pull him out of storage.
That would be helpful, actually. This is something that the others can be privy to. They're aware.
That makes no sense.
The Glass Eye They were them we found the wizards. They were around when the wizards told us what they were.
They should either know or be removed. This dance, this line that you play can't last.
Let's let it last for as long as possible.
Your funeral. I'll be back. He steps out.
I'll turn to the rest of the group. Pierre specifically right now. So how do you feel?
Feel like I'm a dumbass,
Oh.
and I don't like feeling that way. I feel like I put you guys in a lot of danger, and I don't like feeling that way, and I'm really just angry at myself, and I don't like feeling like that. Just come back to me. I'll get over it. All right.
Okay.
I'm good too.
Yes, Atticus, I was going to ask how you were doing as well. That's good to know.
He seems chipper.
Puff.
Puff just looks around, just like. What are we doing?
Well, Task's gonna help us get a bit more of a lead on what happened to the wizards. He heard that there is someone named Lauren recruiting for the Glass Eye, which is exactly what those wizards were trying to be a part of. They were going down to the ruins because it's part of some initiation that is get through it alive, I suppose, to become part of the Glass Eye. Which then made it about us, and even after that, they seem to be dead now. So I'm hoping Lauren might have some insight on why.
He bursts into the room. You all need to leave now. My storage has been pilfered.
I will. No questions asked. I start moving.
You need to go now. He says to the rest of you.
Would you help Pierce and Atticus?
Immediately, all of the people working seem to like be exiting quickly.
Celia? What happened? What? I thought we were.
Yes, no, I thought so too. I don't know what's happening, but we don't have time to ask questions.
Okay.
Very clearly. So let's just move.
I'm following.
As you guys are heading out, he heads out with you, and kind of now he's got a coat on. He goes, "Fuck, fuck."
What?
And in your mind, he hears, "We don't know if we've been made." So, pulls out a match, tosses it. I liked this job.
When are things gonna be normal?
I'll see you later, Azalea. Turns and walks away.
Azalea just in his head goes, "You just left me with so much mess to explain to these people."
The fuck?
What kind of a what? Never mind.
Let's get insight checks. Let's see how this goes. I can take these off.
Insight
Rev up those
was
friars.
18.
Is this against me? He's just inside against, or
Either against okay, it doesn't have to. Well, if that makes you uncomfortable, Drax, we don't.
no?
have
I'm
to.
fine with it. I'm
Okay.
fine. I'm so down for it because I think it makes sense after
Yeah,
the position Tash just put him in.
There is so much cryptic shit going on here that it is natural. I think that Pierce and Puff would be like,
Yeah,
"The fuck are you
Who
into?"
are you? Yeah, who are your friends?
yeah.
So here's a question. The whole Drac shares his inspo with Andy. Is that we kidding with that, or are we just?
I don't think
I'm
we
not
can
kidding.
share inspo.
We can't. Damn. Okay, sorry. I was fully down to do it, but he said
We need the incentive for more people to redeem more inspos.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Also, make sure you use them because they go away at the end of the episode.
I rolled a natural one.
I got a 19. Or 18.
Do I roll against it, or do I
So
use
you
the,
can
like, a
roll
passive
deception.
kind of thing?
You can roll deception if you
Okay.
want. If you want to deceive. But you're gonna have to beat a 19.
I'll roll deception. I don't beat it. A 13.
What?
You,
What is happening? You stared at him for like a solid minute.
I would.
So
I will say
clearly
that we.
There
I will
was
say-
clear I'm not smart, but there was telepathy happening.
I will say, Azalea is skilled enough to talk while he's
Okay.
using telepathy. So you wouldn't have just been like staring at them. That
Just like,
defeats the
what
purpose
is
of it.
happening?
But I do think maybe there's like there was more pointed eye contact that you noticed for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those like you brought us to a morgue instead of a doctor, and then
Yeah.
that doctor proceeded to light its place on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair to ask. You
Just-
see, like there's like just a slight like eye twitch as Task walks away, leaving me behind with a fire to explain to these people, and Azalea just sighs. Okay,
Okay, so
follow
you.
me.
Okay, I have so many questions.
God damn it. I'm gonna lead them. Oh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I want to take them to the headquarters
Yeah.
of the head there.
Okay. You move
Yeah.
into the nicer parts of the town.
We're gonna
bit
get
on the
iced in
outskirts,
like
though.
5 seconds.
And you step down into this lower area, and it's that same kind of empty room that the back of the room has the false wall.
Before I lead them through the force wall, I turn to them with an expression somehow more serious than you've ever seen on Azalea's face. And they say, what I'm going to tell you is incredibly confidential, and the moment you hear it, your lives will be in danger. More so than they are right now. So I'm going to give you an option. We leave this place and just walk away and ignore the very frustratingly strange interaction Task left me to explain. Or you further change your life.
I look at Pierce. We're kind of already in it. What do you want to do, man?
I turn and look at the rest of the city, and I go, I woke up this morning in an entirely new plane, ready to sell vodka for the rest of my life. And
You're doing
now,
a cushy job.
down to one arm, it would have been some random weird mushroom juice flowing through my veins. And I am so deep in a pit of questions that I'm going insane. So if you've got answers, Azalea, I want to know them, and I want to know them now.
What he said.
I'll turn to Atticus.
Huh? I won't lie to my lady, Kathleen. So, if I need to wait outside,
I think that'll be best.
I'd like to know, but I'm not gonna lie to her.
Then in that case, you should wait outside.
Huff raises his hand. I'll lie to her.
Okay. Again, there's just like a groan. Like he wishes he could actually wait. Hold on a second. This is actually very funny. Hold on. I never thought I could.
Wait,
I would
can I
need to use
cast
this.
Wish?
No, can I cast wish? I'm like everyone forget what happened. No, hold on, I
Rewind.
need to
Start the
something.
day over. Groundhog's Day.
Where am I?
I've got a one shot like
Is
Yeah. Yeah, we did
is-
that. It's good.
is Tusk right now? Is Tusk within 4 miles of me?
Yes.
I can still hold my telepathic bond of Task right now. All he Task hears in his head right now from me is just all the expletives. Like, you fucking piece of shit. You put me in the worst, most awkward position, like 4 miles away. That's what Task is.
About a minute into your tirade, you feel the connection end.
Damn it. Never, ever. Third wedding, I'm not going to that.
I'm so that guy for finding love.
I would then turn. Oh, this time you definitely see him zone out for like 1 minute straight. Of like, he's very clearly
Oh, it's
telepathically.
Hey, secrets. What is him? He's not paying attention, Pierce. What is it? What do I don't.
Yeah, it turns out Azalea goes down into this random abandoned room and just hallucinates vividly.
Yeah.
And then leaves again.
Like, guys,
It's a part of the
very
secret
sorry.
society.
I have something that's gonna change your life forever. And then zone out.
Check out all of these walls.
I just like to imagine like the descriptions he gives of his spells in battle are just him actually like dislocating his wrists and like him thinking he's doing that, and we're all like, "What are you doing?"
Every now and then he's just real creepy.
But it's even. I feel like that's worse because it's all of the badass stuff. It doesn't actually happen. Just dislocates the wrist, but someone's head still explodes. Like,
and he
it
still cries
up.
ink.
Like, you see, he still cries ink, but like all of the like cool things
He's-
around it just doesn't happen.
He's not even porcelain. He's just a guy that's like ripping out his bones.
He does this one movement, part of his face doesn't even come off, but he goes,
Yeah.
and a few minutes later, the dude splits in half.
Thankfully, we're in a fantastical narrative where it's possible he's
Yeah.
not just staring off into the distance and then
So,
deluding himself.
It's actually,
Azalea,
weirdly enough, that's honestly worse, and I kind of like the idea.
No, I'm not gonna decanonize the whole
no.
held breath. They're important.
what are we
Before-
doing?
I'll zone back in and just be like, sorry, just cursing out Task. This way. I'll just turn around and walk through the false wall.
He did what you said not to do, Pierce.
Okay. All right. I'm so.
I don't understand.
Follow him.
Okay. I just like hold on to like Pierce's pant leg, just defeatedly walking it.
All right, you step into a beautiful, ornate, high-ceilinged room with various. I believe it was like lavender, like deep purple, if I remember correctly, like deep
Yeah.
purple marble on the floor. There's a massive skeleton of a dragon hanging from the ceiling. You can see many, there's 2 balconies on either side of walkway, where you can see people moving back and forth. There's a couple of statues. There's a fountain, same fountain that you've seen before, Pierce. In the cave way back when you survived the slaughter. You can see up on that second story walkway into various caged rooms of books and stone tablets. You can see a couple of these kind of half-seen eyeballs just kind of keeping track of the area and looking around. You can see many armed people quietly moving back and forth. A lot of them kind of looking at the newcomers and then seeing Azalea and moving on. And you have the run of the place. The bottom floor has many doors that are just closed.
Welcome to the held breath. We're a
What is that supposed to mean?
I was holding
an
his breath.
organization.
It's slowly
an
turning
organization.
purple.
I just look down at Puff. I just shake my head and continue my explanation. We're a organization, a resistance force of a kind. Occasionally more military-esque, but for the most part, when it comes to information, the Spectre is very particular about what news information gets to the hands of the general public, to the point of destroying records, especially of those that come from before the Spectre's reign. My job, our job, as I kind of look around this place, is to stop that from happening. Get to the information, to the relics, to the artifacts before the Spectre can, and preserve them. And once we're in a place with a good enough foothold, share it, especially if it will be enough to weaken the Spectre's reign. That's what I was doing out there. I was following the lead. And I just happened to happen upon the army materializing in midair. Quite honestly, the only reason I saved any of you initially was because maybe you had information that could be useful to the held breath. Most of the time, the people that appear here don't survive very long, and I thought you'd all be the same. But clearly, you've proven me wrong. Held your own quite a bit, even with the especially aggressive beasts and monsters we've come across. We have a few connections around the city, a few people that work for us, and a few people who work for us and don't realize it. Task was a member, is a member of.
You've already written him off. You've already gotten him
I've
fired.
already written him off, that piece of shit.
No raise for you come New Year.
We keep it secret for good reason. You saw what happened to those wizards. If anyone with even a little bit of sympathy towards the Spectre caught wind of what we're doing, how we're in direct opposition to their being,
You're dead.
every one of us could end up like them. Yes.
And Pierce, you know that fountain is believed to provide protection from the sight of the sovereign. So if you
This is
tell
how
the
you
truth,
haven't
this
been
is the
found
safest
out?
place you've been in a while. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yes. This is the only thing keeping us out of view. We have people spread across Realis, potentially beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Then forget the potentially. Beyond that as well.
Your headquarters is here, though.
Yeah, but this is just the base of operations.
It's a lot, man.
Yeah. It's very dangerous work. I've come across many of the minions of the Spectre. Never witnessed a Spectre themselves, but that seeming to be more and more likely nowadays. So if it wasn't dangerous before, it certainly is considerably more dangerous now. Now that you all know, you're going to have to meet with a senior. Now you know, stab. Now that you all know, you're going to have to meet with the senior, and he's going to have to decide what happens next.
Puff's just gonna reach into his bag, and then Pierce, you'll feel something like a glass touch your hand, your one arm, and it's just a bottle, like the only remaining bottle of vodka that we had, and just go. You need this. It's been a long day.
The vodka, for the first time, kills that lavender taste.
We'll do whatever. I'm down to do whatever you want to do, man.
I can't write right now.
Are you left-handed?
Ambidextrous, but like regarding the notepad, like he can't hold it. But he takes out the notepad, he flips to like a new page, hands it to Puff. You take notes. Let's go meet your boss.
I think for the first time in a while, maybe ever, you see it's like a look of dread on Azalea's face. And he goes, I'm so fucked. As they turn to lead to Senior Isaac's office.
Do I pick up anything of like serious note from my captions? Like I literally would hear everything and just see it.
Totally forgot you had that.
Yeah.
Totally forgot you
I'm
had
in a
that.
secret place where people are whispering, but
So,
I'll see the chat.
so do you have to read it for it to pull up?
No, it's just always there, and as long
So
as
if any writing is near you?
any sound, any sound.
Spoken
Sound, or even not spoken, it's just any sounds whatsoever is just constantly funneling. So
This
it's
is
just like like checking, like, is there anything weird happening
This is
around
an
us?
arcane, paranoid secret society. So there's a lot of whispers. Make a perception check to see what you do pick up on.
I told him to take notes. Oh no.
Well, it's like it's like the cup of caption, audible sound or spoken language within my earshot is magically transcribed. So it's not even me. It's just straight up. It automatically captures.
But
that is
I see.
perception. It's a 19.
Okay. The first one that gets your attention and goes, oh my god, that is the cutest puffball I have ever seen. I'm pretty sure that's a person. Oh fuck. I should go meet them. And someone kind of turns and starts walking towards the party. Other things you pick up. Gosh. Okay. Hang on. Lord Aura Carta. Was displeased this morning and slew multiple of the staff.
I'm just like writing this down. Just because you said take notes, and I'm just like, okay.
The false identity of Aura Carta has been confirmed. Aura Carta puppets a person and says it's them as a safety precaution. If you were to kill this puppet, you would not kill Aura Carta. Investigation ongoing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm as we're walking, we're all three of us are walking, I'm just writing down, and it's with that intention of based off of Pierce having told me to take notes, I'm just writing down what happened today. Just,
2 seconds.
Okay.
After some time, you are allowed into Elder Issik's office. Beautiful, ornate office. Thick, carpeted floor. Beautiful selection of meads in this case, because we do have honey. Kind of on the side, you can see like a wet bar. There's a huge fireplace, big desk, like a single block of wood, varnished to a deep, deep brown. You can see art on the walls, and sitting up, reading a tome that floats, is the oldest dude you have ever seen. And he waves one hand, it closes and sits and puts itself back on the wall. Azalea.
Senior Isaac.
Do come in. I see you've brought survivors. Yes?
Yes, sir.
I take it this means you have entrusted them with our secrets and found them worthy of our cause.
In all honesty, I was left with very little choice.
Sit.
I'll take a seat. Gonna look to the others expectantly to also take a seat.
I'll take a seat.
He notes the arm.
I look and I'm just like, I have to take a seat because I can't. I'm not going to be able to see over this desk.
First and foremost, do you need any food or maybe some health potions? Any succor to be acquired?
I mean,
I'm
I'll
fine.
take some health potions if you got them. Still not exactly 100%.
Can he get a drink?
Yes, help yourself. Azalea, tell me everything.
Well,
You see a quill start writing by itself on one side.
Trickshaw and Anderson, the members of the Glass Eye, or Glass Eye Hope Force, we found them dead in the last star. Splayed open. I asked where in Owed, and it said that it was the indirect work of you tyrants. We were getting rid of the bodies. We didn't want to get the city guard involved. We were seen with them coming in, so didn't want eyes on us. As they were working on that, I'll look over to Pierce. An accident occurred.
Entirely my fault. And Pierce will own up to it and explain the piddle pops. It's like, I mean, based on your choice of language, you obviously know we're not from here. I'm a scientist, and I was trying to glean some helpful attributes to this specimen, and I didn't realize the specimen was as volatile as it ended up being, and that is my fault. I just want to know what's going on.
What's your name?
Pierce. Pierce Ashwalker.
I'm glad you're okay, Pierce. Often, the young, once they have gotten to the point where they are able to accept responsibility, will see complications that have so many factors as their own fault, because they only are able to ascertain the factors that include them. You will find when you get to be my age that if you're not careful, you'll have spent far too much time hurting yourself for no reason whatsoever. Shame is external. Guilt is internal. We have much opposition. No need to fight ourselves. And what is your name, Harangon?
I'm Puff.
Hello, Puff.
Oh, hold on. I just like digs in his bag's in his lap, and he's just like, and then he pulls out a little smaller bag, and he's just like, can't have all of them. And then he puts like one of each seed that he brought with from his world, and go, if Azalea vouches for you, I'm assuming you guys could use these. There's carrots. That one's corn. That one's beets. They're vegetables. And then this one's strawberries. That's fruit, and it's sweet.
A slow, bemused look crosses his face, and he kind of looks to Azalea like, oh, he's adorable.
Azalea, on the other hand, is like, the expression on Azalea's face is like if you bring your friends over to meet your parents, and your friends are just being so embarrassed in front of your parents. Just like,
Yeah, you can disperse these and then grow, because once you use that one, it'll make more, and then you can use that to grow more.
This is a gift that shows your selfless nature. Azalea, I like your friends. I think, and I was just explaining this to our friend here, that you also are being too hard on yourself. I think you did the right thing with the best that you had that was thrown your way.
I know. I'm aware it's not my job to recruit, so I just.
This is true. This is true. But would you say that you vouch for these two?
I'll look over at Puff and Pierce. I think if anyone has a hatred for the Spectre that we can trust in, it's definitely these two.
Understatement of a lifetime.
Would you say that that is true, Puff? You strike me as someone who does not hold on to hate and would rather pursue comfort.
I'm more concerned about my family that might have got teleported here.
We can look into that.
But I don't really know a whole lot of what nobody's really filled me in on what the whole gist is of everything.
You have come to a small pain, like a realm of existence. And this realm of existence does not let people leave. The realm,
He nods to Azalea.
in itself, is amoral. The tyrant who rules this land, however, it cannot be understated how vile they are. And we have been trapped here for a millennia with him. We will not abide it. That is our purpose.
I just want to help. I don't really have anything else going on. I'm kind of just here, so.
Azalea, what of the one outside?
He was very truthful about his position on this. We intended on keeping the held breath a secret from Lady Kathleen, and he admitted that he would not be able to do that. So
But
he
does
chose
he
to wait
know?
outside. No.
It's frustrating, isn't it? The longer you go, the farther you go. The more you have to keep in balance. Learn to be proficient with that dance, Azalea.
Gestures at the room.
It's the only way to survive.
I figured, especially now they know, that they could become part of the organization. As I look at Puff and Pierce as I say this.
Look at Azalea. Puff looks at Azalea, and then I like itch my ear while looking at Azalea, like kind of like fiddling with the ear cuff. Like, should he know?
I think I would have told Senior Isaac.
Well,
I think-
previously you didn't, so that's why I was like, should I
that's
tell
true.
him?
I didn't tell her. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I fully just forgot to tell her. That was just me
That's okay.
forgetting to tell
Yeah.
her. Yeah, no, if we call it a retcon, I think I would have I definitely the moment I caught note of what that did, I would have told. I would have
Okay.
updated Senior Isaac on that. for
How
sure.
about now you're like, oh, you see it and you're like,
Yes, actually, good idea. Yeah, I'll do this right now. Oh, speaking of Puff, Senior Isaac, Puff has a very interesting artifact, one that could be very useful if they were to join the Held Breath. I'll just turn to Puff.
And then I look at him. What's the most obscure language you know that it could be as ancient as you want? Dealer's choice.
The Elder Hintic.
What's your favorite phrase in Elder? I'm not even gonna attempt to try and say what you just said.
I don't know if I have a favorite phrase.
You can say anything, and it'll illustrate the point.
The difference between bravery and fearlessness can be found in ambition.
The difference between, and then I just reiterate while as he's saying word for word in that language, I'm saying it in common.
in common?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm literally reading the text.
I see.
And speaking it in like just common tongue.
So I said Elder Hintic. Got it. I like it.
Yeah.
He goes, he kind of trails off near the end and goes, looks to Azalea.
Yes.
I can't speak any language. I
7
only
tomato,
speak.
4th worthy, had hitherto
Just
17,
it just keeps
15 17s. And just, he goes, wit weary.
wit weary.
That is astonishing.
Yeah, so like if you need, not to sound cliche, if you need a pair of ears, I'm more than happy to supply them as long as they stay on my head.
And I imagine you would not part with such an artifact willingly.
It's been passed down for the last 600 years, so no.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. I have 0 to persuasion, but it's still a 19.
A 19?
Yeah.
I respect legacy. Tradition. We find here lost traditions, lost religions, doctrines and philosophy that the sovereign snuffed out. We preserve it so that when we bring down that specter, we can return it to our people. That is the core of our endeavors.
I'm more than happy to, because he's kind of like bitter because of the fact that the lineage of his family is espionage, and they haven't, because it is that like stereotype of like, especially in the original kingdom, that Harengon are kind of sneaky people, like they kind of,
whistling.
you know,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
they're capable, so.
yeah. So he's just like, I'm more than happy, and I say this as genuinely as possible, to help anyone I can here. All I ask for is if you find any information about Harengon from here, that I am privy to that information.
Azalea mentioned last we spoke, last night. There is a bard currently trying to work his way into the upper society. We don't know his name, but we know he's a new Harengon. Hasn't been seen. Either he's from far away within the land or from without. He's been here for about the same amount of time as you've been here.
And Puff's just trying to, because he's got a big family, he's just trying to narrow down, like, I have cousins that dance, I have cousins that play music. Okay, do we know where he last was seen? I'm sorry, there's much more important things going on. I apologize.
Family is always important.
If you can just have somebody write that information down before we leave.
He's handed you the paper.
Okay, so I just take it and I'm just like, I put it in like my shirt, and I'm just like, we got to focus on current stuff. But thank you.
The inn that he was last performing in, she was last performing in, was in the Fellware Fair.
Fellware Fair. Again, thank you. And I kind of like wide-eyed, like concerned. And then I pull out the runic dragon bone. I don't know what this is. And it's the one that Pierce had. The witch lady gave Pierce. I'm just like, I don't know what this is. Can you tell me what this is? He was on the ground.
I deliberately got rid of that because it was sketchy as shit.
And now it's found its way back to you. I'm
Yeah, and
guessing
it's still
a
sketchy as shit.
clairvoyant of some kind.
Yeah, that's the pitch she gave me.
You should not be so quick to dismiss them. You should take that tooth back, or that knuckle back.
It looked
Hold up.
important, Pierce. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
I'll-
upset you.
No, it's not. You didn't upset me. I don't have a great track record with this sort of stuff.
You, of course, always could discard it. Maybe it's nothing.
Your own words just declared that it might not be nothing, considering that it found a way back to me. And I threw it in the middle of the street. So, I guess I'll hang on to it.
I was holding on to it because I didn't know what it was, and I was hoping he could tell me. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
So,
Go ahead.
Pierce told me that a whole cart of those poppers had been rolled into town. The relatively small portion that took Pierce's arm, the whole cart of that during a festival.
Yeah, the delivery person said it was for the festival, yeah.
Avarice.
Yes, boss. He tears off a bit of the paper that's been written, hands it to her.
Follow up on that immediately.
Of course. And she takes
Fireworks?
one last moment to. You see, she kind of, her gaze kind of lingers on Pierce a little bit before disappearing.
I've also gotten an in with the Denier gang. I know we've been struggling to get any ears or eyes within them. I might be able to help with that.
They are quite discerning. Proceed with caution.
I will.
There's a reason we have not been able to get any ears or eyes into their organization.
I'll be careful.
They suspect of our existence, but know not.
There's like a kind of awkwardness to Azalea right now, as if like he's discussing his diary in front of his friends, kind of like, oh, this thing I've been keeping secret, I have to like report in front of my friends now.
You chose this path.
To be fair, Puff's not very surprised considering he's only known you for like 48 hours.
Yeah, that is
That's true.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's not a
this
betrayal
is
if you're still learning.
This is this is just normal for Puff. He's got
Might
a
be
lot
a
of
bit harder
secrets.
for Pierce, though.
Yeah. Not too hard, but it's just like really weird because like he's like, oh, I guess you didn't save us out of the kindness of your heart. You were doing a job.
It was a kindness. It was a kindness of my heart for the well-being of Wowen Owed rather than the well-being of you. Yeah. Like, you could help Wowen Owed, whereas less than I could help all of you.
And
I also
will
say,
remember this.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
there's also been... I got this from the Denier gang, from Kipper specifically. He's a member, the Weerwalker.
He's one of those.
Yes, that's the one I was mentioning that could maybe help with your situation, but I don't know how easy you'll be able to get back to the last star, considering the city guard is most definitely there after the explosion. But Lady Vivian Cricht, they've been making waves within the family. As you fully aware, they're also funding the festival. The house Cricht seem to have lost those face spiders I mentioned before. People think it's less of a loss and more of a stealing. But it wasn't the Denier gang, or at least Kipper doesn't believe it was the Denier gang, because, like I mentioned, we saw the face spiders in the ruins being disposed of by the rabbit. Kipper's certain that the Danae gang would not have slipped up like that.
Someone is trying to agitate the rabbit.
Maybe. I can't imagine why. And it coinciding with the festival does not sound great to me. The agitation of the rabbit, the loss of the face spiders, the poppers. I don't know if they are connected, but if they are, it can only be bad.
I believe the nobility and the gentry want this parade to go well. So who doesn't?
The ones I can think of is maybe another member of the gang, the Lance gang.
Maybe an opposing house? Yes,
Maybe the Glass Eye.
would be.
Speaking of the Glass Eye, we went to task initially to with.
How is task?
There's like a clear sigh.
You regale him on,
Motherfucker.
you regale him on what happened.
Yeah,
You don't have to do the whole gauntlet if you don't want to.
yeah. I'll give them a whole rundown. I do linger a bit too long on how annoying the task was for leaving me behind.
Eventually,
having to explain that.
you get like a raised eyebrow of gentle chastisement
Parenting.
for essentially yelling about your brother.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry. But it might be related, the pilfering of the morgue, to that lead, whoever this Lauren is.
Well done. And have you chosen any of your wizarding spells yet?
Zane looks so confused. Wizarding spells, what do you mean?
Your sword. Your new sword.
They place a hand on the hilt. I haven't had a chance to really try it.
That is fair.
Wizarding spells. How do I do that?
I think that's a good ending point for us tonight. What this sword does for you is not only does it allow you once per long rest to subtle cast, it also gives you the ability to pick from the wizard spells for your spells, for how you pick your spells. Also,
You? Okay.
I thought you'd like it.
I'm about to be a beast.
Sounds delish.
On top of that, the party gets 2 levels.
Ooh. Okay.
Welcome to level 12. Level 12 is a power boost in most classes, so I like to jump to that one.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
You're grabbing 2 levels of fighter? No, I'm just kidding.
No, paladin actually.
This will apply to you. At the Longshot table, you are allowed to smite with a ranged weapon if you're at melee distance.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, like, if you had a shotgun and you were blasting at someone from the hip that was directly in front of you, you can put your smite on that.
Damn. Okay. Cool.
Anyway, I started blast.
And I sounded best.
We have a little bit of time. Any end notes that anyone wants to do before we wrap up for the night? We have to wait a whole nother week.
I know.
Weak.
I would just like to, kind of lean forward to senioristic and go. All right, so listen. The way you speak about Spectre, the Sovereign, whatever, it sounds like you hate him, and that makes me happy enough to align with you. But I don't just hate him. I want to kill that fucking thing. And I know that's probably not possible. I know getting home is more than likely not on the table, but I'm stubborn and I'm pissed and I miss my family. And right now I just need a goal.
Old shaky hand reaches for your hand.
My one hand.
Your one hand. And he weakly squeezes it. And with a very sad smile.
We'll get you home. It's gonna be okay.
I think Pierce just can't even say anything after that. He just kind of like nods.
Anything anyone else wants to do to round out the evening?
Trying to think. Are we, when we pick back up, are we picking back up right here where we left off?
We can.
Is the question. Okay. Because my brain goes to, I'm gonna go explore. That would be what I would do, is I would be exploring.
You wouldn't have the run of the place.
No, but I would be exploring anything that's not off limits, and then vicariously listening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would go sit, like, in the hall, and then be like, okay, I'm gonna go get food or water where I can also go, and then sit there and then be writing. Being like, because it's not so much I'm worried about the organization, it's now that we're in, I want, Puff's immediately like, is there anybody here that I should be concerned about?
Okay.
Because
there's
for
a
all I
window
know,
of time before everyone catches wise.
Yeah.
And I'll spend the week chewing on what you learn about the held breath from the various perspectives of the various held breath members who don't know they're being eavesdropped on.
Yeah, and it's
I
mainly
need a
just
little
because
time to buffer that.
Pierce told me to take notes, and I'm like, I'm gonna take notes because we are, like, we're new members, but we know nothing of.
You're not
this.
even members, if I'm being so real with you. You're associates. You're gonna start off
initiates.
as associates. But
I've created a monster.
we're just
I
getting
do
started.
have a scene. I think it's not even like a long scene. I think as we kind of disperse, like everyone going to their, like, where they're allowed to kind of meander and walk.
First floor.
I go
most
to
doors.
Yeah, I go to my. I imagine having like quarters, nothing special, like a crib or something. Like if I need to lay low, or like a place I can stay here. I walk in, just kind of like emotionally tired, like mentally tired after the week or so I've had. And knowing that's only getting worse with the increase of activity with the monsters, with the espionage and the things going on within the houses, the tyrants now at the very least are aware of me, even if they're not targeting me.
It was a close encounter, at least.
Yes, like a very close encounter. The letting off the initial stress, like the tension of having to confront Senior Isaac with these two strangers I just brought into the secret organization.
I'm not in trouble.
All of this.
I'm not in trouble. It's fine.
Dad,
All
can
of
we
this-
keep him?
All of this, like finally dissipating or being fully realized by Azalea, and they kind of walk into their quarters and pull away this kind of like old sheet off this thing in the corner of the room, and you see a set of mithril plate armor. He just goes, like, with the way things are going, I'm gonna need this, and they're
Alright.
gonna start putting that on.
Puff.
And that was the item we were allowed to start with, but I didn't have proficiency yet, so I just had it. I just didn't use it.
Nice.
Slick. Now that you are associates, Pierce and Puff. Pierce and Puff sounds awesome. You guys get one uncommon magic item of a choice, of your choice. I reserve the right to veto. And I think that's where we'll leave off for the night. Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Excellence. Chat, don't go anywhere. We are gonna be doing a raid, and I wanted to take a quick moment to shout out Modern Artifice, the amazing sponsor and dice artisan of the Longshot table. If you use the code Longshot, you'll get 10% off, and a little bit of that change goes into my pocket. As well as if you want to hit up the Patreon to further support me directly, you're more than welcome to. There's some really cool benefits in there. Anything from me teaching you how I DM to a seat at the table of a seat at the Longshot table. Goodness, I can't talk. Off stream, and if you want to get caught up, you can head over to the YouTube Longshot, where you can catch up on the 3 weekly streamed campaigns that we have here on the show, and as well as previous campaigns, summer series one-shots. There's a whole lot. We're in season 6 of Longshot, and I'll let that speak for itself. We've been in the top 1% for 3 years running of the D&D Twitch category, and it is my absolute honor to have these wackadoos here with us this fine day. Drakoniques, why don't you start us off? Tell us a bit about yourself. Tell us how you're feeling, how Azalea's feeling, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Drac, or Drakoniques. You can find me on all socials at Drakoniques. That's Drakoniques. I'm a TTRPG actual play producer, performer. I write TTRPGs. Anything and everything TTRPG related I am doing or will be doing in the near future. You can find me on also Blue Sky at Drakoniques.itch.io because I got a fun domain there, because why not? And I played Azalea today, who is feeling I don't know, there was a moment where he was like back in his groove of like, okay, cool, I'm back, like not babysitting for a while. That's nice, that's fun. And then everything went down where every secret that he's been trying to keep had to come to light, and he's like, God damn it, and he's going to annoy the hell out of Task as revenge.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So Task is a world hopper, by the way. He's been in every campaign.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna annoy the shit out of a world hopper. I hope that carries over. I hope everywhere he goes, there's an Azalea somewhere, like some version of Azalea, who pisses him off.
World hopper, hop on these nuts. Okay?
Hop in the lake.
Well, yeah, that was me. Today was a ton of fun. I'm very excited for next week. I'm very excited that we've leveled up as well. And wizard spells. I know exactly what wizard spells I'm taking, and I'm gonna be a monster.
You like it? You like the sword?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love the sword.
I took a whole week to ponder how to go about that.
But I'll throw it over to Andy.
Hey everyone, it's me, Andy, your favorite sad boy.
Oh, buddy.
But no, I have been Pierce Ashwalker, your... Thank you, I love you.
Yeah, I love you, man.
I have been Pierce Ashwalker, your blood hunter / rogue, and I can't wait to become even more of a stabby boy with potential upgrades now that we've leveled up.
Atticus is currently shopping.
Yeah, you'll see what that means. But yeah, I'm ValveMax 010 on most other socials. I'm mainly over on TikTok doing short form comedy D&D content.
Yeah.
Love if you go check that out.
Hilarious.
Also on Mr. Dandy DM's channel. Huh?
You funny as hell. You one of the funniest D&D TikTokers. No, seriously. I have videos of yours saved on my phone to show people.
There's so many of us though. I can't be
I
one
know,
of the
which is
best.
why you're so
There's
impressive.
so many. Oh no. That makes me live up to expectations.
No. You've already made the content. They get to go over and see it.
Okay, all right. But yeah, you can also follow me on Blue Sky. I'm trying to stay over there, just avoid the other places because they weird. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'm also on Mr. Dandy DM's channel as Brash Briggs over on Our Flag Means Doom, so check that out too.
Nice.
Metro.
I'm Puff. I'm Metro Mike on everything. And yeah, just do stuff. I'm super like my brain. So much happened this episode.
We actually got to most of the stuff I wanted to get to, so I'm
I was
really
like-
happy. The Crow Death
There's-
Cult was out of nowhere. I had the Crow
there's-
Death Cult and did not think I was going to be running that today.
There was
Sorry.
so much. We woke up. There was supposed to be a festival. Then Pierce lost his arm, and then we're now inside the held breath. There is so much. But yeah,
I'm glad you're having fun.
yeah, I'm super excited. Also, I'm trying to level up my character. My brain's just like there's too many options.
Also,
I'm literally
gang,
doing that right now as well.
generally when I'm not streaming, Mike is. Like we tend to be on opposite time frames for streaming. You really should go follow this man's Twitch.
Yeah.
This
stream-
dude's got premium Twitch vibes.
I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday in the morning. Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday is evenings. There's also, if you have nothing to do before D&D, you're more than welcome. I stream leading into this, and then we raid in every Saturday.
He's
Right
a
now we're playing
swell fella.
Subnautica, and then Kingdom Come 2 comes out on Tuesday next week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super excited for that.
Cannot express enough how amazing these creators are. These are... I am the luckiest one in the room. And I will see you all over in Oddity Draw's stream right now. We're going to do this raid. Did the amazing art that you see here.
Yeah.
Go show them some love. She's the best of us. She's a sweetheart. Go love on her and compliment her art. Pretty please. Thank you. That's your homework. All right, bye-bye. Everyone say bye obnoxiously for me.
Bye.